Hello, how is everybody today? Hello, Cheese. Hello, DHZ. Hello, Sam. Hello, hello. Okay, so to summarize what we were doing today, last week I finished our lovely penguin friend here, Pierre the penguin. And I wanted to do a green version of him in honor of St. Patty's Day tomorrow. I also forgot to post my stream schedule today, so that'll get posted tomorrow. But note that some of the streams this week will be themed St. Patty's Day for St. Patrick's Day being tomorrow. And then next week will actually be themed around Easter, which will be fun. So anyways, hello. How's everybody? Hello, Glacier. How are you? I have so many things I have to test and whatnot. Also, I should have no more internet issues. So, yeah, at least for now, unless the internet literally goes out. But I am plugged into my internet, so hopefully that'll reduce any issues that I have. Hello, Maddie. How are you today? Oh, also, Glacier, I need to get with you about our collab for Wednesday. So, this week will kind of be like a week of collabs. Plus, Friday, we are doing a D&D session live on this channel. So that'll be a lot of fun. This will be our first ever one. We're planning on doing them every couple months where they will be a one-shot or a very short session or whatever. Also, I'm so sorry about Saturday's video. Yeah, I just got behind on that, so it'll get posted this Saturday. But I do have a video coming out Wednesday, so just be on the lookout for that as well. I'm prepping for Mermaid. I will not be caught slacking this year. Honestly, me, I got like 10 days in and then like never finished. Did you see the thing where they were looking for suggestions for like themes for next year or for next month? So, wait, how are you prepping for it though? If you don't mind me asking, we're not gonna do green. It's morning for you? No, I think it was just people waking up late. Honestly, we'll just put Pierre here. Also, I don't know if anybody saw my art, but on my thumbnail, but I did create new Pierre art. I will give a sneak peek. This will get posted tomorrow, but I can't contain myself with giving away stuff, so this is Pierre. This is my inspo. It's kind of hard to see with the glare, but I like this. It's him with his little hat thing, and then him being green with a little 4-leaf clover. I'm doing a bio/storytelling version on Mermaid, aka my twist on Mako Mermaids focused on the boys. Yes! Oh my goodness, you have no idea how much I love H2O, or both of the series, honestly. So I was a camp counselor a few years ago, and I actually showed, hold up. I was looking for something. Don't mind that. Anyways, I was looking for my yarn bowl, but it's full of stuff in it, so I'm gonna empty that out, because I was wondering why or where I can stick my yarn bowl. Oh, also, in honor of St. Patty's Day, I also am using a green Wooble hook. If anybody's wondering what I am using for my stuff, I have it linked down below. Hello, Dana. How are you? But anyways, when I was a camp counselor, I did show off the Mako Mermaid stuff and like all the stuff for that series in there. So, you know, if you ever want a sneak peek / help me with story stuff, I'm happy to yap on DM, etc. Dude, I would have loved that. Someday. Hey Megan, when are you gonna post the art from the last Magma stream? That'll get posted on Thursday. You're more than welcome to take the art if you would like. You can download them off or whatever, but it'll not get posted till Thursday. So, anyways, oh Dana, you want to see new Wooble art that I did? I don't know if you've seen anything I've posted regarding Wooble art, but this is my boy Pierre that I drew up today. And then, let me try to find my JoJo one. I feel like it's on Facebook. I've been sharing it everywhere. Oh no. Okay, I need to delete this post. Sorry. Hello, Trix! How are you today? This is probably one of your newer streams. I do craft streams on Monday where I like to crochet, so that's just what we happen to be doing. Okay, so this is my other art that I did. So this is Jojo the bunny with a carrot hat that I saw that the Woobles did sell. This is one. I was trying to give it like thicker lines around the outside, and then I realized it was too late, so I did that with the Pierre one, and I'm a little happier with that. Seems very more true to the Woobles art thing, you know. Bear with me a second, my laptop's not charging. Why? It would help if it was plugged in. So, anyways, and then next week I'm going to make it Easter themed for all the streams. So I have Wooble Easter peeps that I finally got my hands on. I was debating about doing it today, but I already had this already lined up for today's stream. So, plus, again, tomorrow's St. Patty's Day, hence why we're doing this. So I'm doing my best to remember what I'm actually, what do you call it? I'm doing my best to remember what the pattern is for this. I should have this memorized at this point, but who knows. It's going good. I've actually been working on it. What do you mean working on what? Love introducing old stuff to young kids as camp leaders. They always get surprised when it's good. Oh yeah. Avatar: The Last Airbender showed them that stuff, you know, all that fun stuff, but... Hello! I don't know what to call you. Alfie? Pardon me if I have that wrong. But how are you today? I am working on a green version of Pierre here. I am a huge Wooble person. If that means anything to you. Pretty much they're like Lego kits, but for people that like to crochet. Aoife? I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. But how are you today? Oh, is it public? Wait. Because my style is better on there for some reason. Oh no, you've been doing art stuff on the... That's so funny. I don't want to lose it on a public one. Huh. Well... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, I'm... The first one, long E, okay. Aoife. I hope I said that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very cool name, though. Very cool name. Yeah, any of my magma streams that I do for art, those are always open. Forever. I never close them, even if that is possible. Okay, so I just finished my first row. But I'm actually not gonna lie, I like doing these themed weeks / making these like streams kind of like cohesive with one another to a point. Like this week's kind of chaotic in terms of themes, but it's fine. Next week will be an Easter week. You wanted Lucifer, right? Oh, I see. Yeah, a lot of people have noticed that Magma, which is an online art thing for anyone that doesn't know what that is. Pretty much I share out a link and we're able to draw together. It's a free website, etc. And some people just seem to be able to draw better in that than anywhere else, which is crazy. You know what? I'm actually going to do something a little bit different. I'm actually going to carry the yarn. That may not make sense to anybody, but it's fine. But, yeah. Oh, Sam, you did ask me how Ember was doing. She's doing good. So is Axe, I think. Well, he's been a pain in my butt today. Literally before the stream, I think there was like a total of like 5 times within 30 minutes that he went in and out on the patio. And I'm like, homie, we gotta cool it. You know, I can't be attached to the door. You know, and I'm not leaving it open because it's surprisingly cold outside for some reason. For Texas weather. And then I hear that Saturday it's supposed to be 90. I'm like, what? So, anyway, so this weekend I was supposed to go to the Midwest to go visit some Oops, that's not good. Okay, so I guess we're doing that again. Lol. I was supposed to go to the Midwest for some St. Patty's Day stuff in a town where I used to live. And, the weather got bad, so we just didn't end up going, which, you know, fine for me and my mom. But we were going to, oops, sorry. So instead, I just kind of took the weekend off. I was like, either I can stream or I can just take the weekend off, and I just kind of took the weekend off. And on Friday, I got to go to my first dirt racing event, which was interesting. It was something I had never been to before. It wasn't something I was really raised around. That was more of my boyfriend's family that did that sort of stuff. So I'll probably share some pictures for funsies. He actually has another event on Saturday, sorry, it's coming up Saturday, that we'll be going to. Unfortunately, all these events, the one from last weekend and the one for this weekend, is like 2 hours away in like different cities. I'm like, ugh, the drive is annoying. It's 20 degrees here, southwest Wisconsin. Yikes. How's the weather up by you? Oh, let me see what the weather is now. I'm showing 44, but it feels like 39. So, yeah, I'm over it. But anyway, so the dirt racing was really interesting. Like I said, I got some videos I'll probably share. But last weekend, boyfriend's dad did not compete. His car did though. Somebody raced it for him because it was a brand new car that he was testing out that he bought from somebody else. So the only downside is that this Saturday I'm celebrating my 10-year anniversary with Brenton. And so it's like, well, this is how we get to spend our 10-year, I guess, is us watching that. Well, to be fair, most of the day I'm doing Woobles stuff. I have a crochet thing that I do Saturday mornings when I can, and then I also and then I have a Wooble meetup that we're doing on Saturday. So luckily the race is in the evening, so we won't miss it. But just a little bummed that we are kind of missing our anniversary for stuff, you know. But we are planning stuff, so I'm not really sure exactly what activities we're gonna do yet. I want something that's gonna be like different from what we've done. I'm thinking maybe like going to a planetarium, maybe going to a botanical garden, like making like a whole day out of it when we have a chance. So that'll be in the pipeline. Thank you, Glacier. I am excited. 10 years being with the same person. It's great. We'll say we have very much changed, like people and whatnot, so. Does Kochi celebrate St. Patrick's Day? I feel like he would. I feel like he would do it ironically. Like, I don't think he really cares for the holiday, but I feel like other people would force him into doing it. Which I actually have a Kochi piece that I started back on, like, late December that I'm finishing up. So there will be more Kochi art and Kochi. Told Brenton he's better do it or else. Let me try to find it. Here's just a sample video of it. So I still need UI and things like that. We will be building it out and whatnot, but the background really reminds me of Pop-Tarts. I think Brenton is going to change the light pink border to being more of like a tan color to look like a Pop-Tart. So, but another thing I might go back. So Brenton had to do something to make the game look smoother, but we do lose out on the repeating rainbow pattern. So I'm a little sad about that we don't get that. It's just like a continuous rainbow. How it just kind of keeps expanding out. So that was just a bit of a peeve because I'm like, he changes colors. He doesn't just expand the color, but it's good for now. I'm not gonna fight him for this. But that should be done, and I should have a video in the works just kind of explaining some of the cool stuff. This does take like 3 or 4 months to actually do, but it's fine. At least we're getting a game done, sorta. Very white after the crap that just dumped on us. Yikes. I got friends and coworkers that live in Michigan, and I'm sure they have it rough right now. What did I miss? What all did I miss? I had to reopen YouTube. Not much, I don't think. To be honest, I don't know if Lucifer's hair is right, but it was an attempt. As long as it's close enough, I don't mind. Have you ever tried crayon/sticks or never heard of them? I've never heard of them. Dina, thank you. I'm excited. I'll be posting updates. I also thought, so I've been working on, so I'm planning on dabbling with more animation. I have a separate YouTube channel called meowmadecrafts for anyone that cares, but then I realized, because I'm like, I want to be able to do some animation and like test out stuff and like practice shading, and I'm like, these guys are very simply shaped and I'm learning how to draw them, so like what's stopping me from animating those to kind of get my bearings off the ground? And so they will probably be some of my future animations, just like small things, you know, just for funsies. So, you know, they're round, they should be easy to do, you know, I'm hoping. Hence the I hope. Oh, Peeps would be a good animation. Maybe I'll do something with the Peeps too. I love Peeps. Also, Dana, I don't know if you got any of the Peep Woobles, but I got mine that came in. So, very excited. Do you know the 12 principles of animation? Yes and no. I have seen videos of people talking about it. On the top of my head right now, no. But I'm going back to go study them as kind of a thing as I progress in my journey on learning how to do animation. There was one guy that was here on one of my streams. It might have been the one on Thursday for Magma. And this guy did Lego animation stuff, and it was pretty cool, so yeah. The drawing may be a bit, though. I'm working on a cough depressing animatic. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna need to be shown this once you finish your quote-unquote depressing animatic. No, I did not. What? Oh, I'm so sad. If you want the patterns, I can share them with you. I'll just have to, I need to find you on Facebook. I saw your post, I meant to friend you, and then I didn't. So if you are wanting the patterns for those, I can... There are some people that have been, you know, trying to get their hands on the Peeps, and I saw on eBay some person that didn't even have it this weekend, like the pattern, the kit themselves didn't even have it, was selling it already for 200, and they had like 3 for sale, and yeah, people already bought it, and like, you don't even have the item yet, so I reported them. Like, don't sell something you don't have. Okay, so that was 2. But I'm very excited to do the Peep ones. I'll probably do one next week, so we can decide on which one I'm actually going to be doing on stream. And then I have a very fun project that I'm trying to get done before Easter. I'm so sorry that I keep doing a bunch of Wooble content. I know that nobody cares about the Woobles as much as I do. I do need to diversify my stuff soon. It's just, I'm a girl that's obsessed with the Woobles. What more can I ask? And then Glacier, I am working on the art thing. Like I said, I had to restart the line art, so... And I'm actually more pleased with my line art now. I'm kind of glad that I do hate the fact that we've been talking about this since November. And now I'm finally getting to it, but I'm kind of glad that I waited a little bit. So I'm actually able, like, I don't know, I've been feeling a lot better about my line art as of late. Also probably helps that that he is what do you call it? That I have stabilization on, but you know. Oh, you asked me something else earlier. What if Kochi was a silly clown? I could see him being like a clown. He'd be more of like a serious one. I feel like one of my other characters, I don't know who, but somebody would dress him up. I feel like Tomato-chan might dress him up for funsies, which, speaking of which, she should be done soon. I've been stuck on her for such a long time just to be told by like 3 different Discord channels that she looks fine. And I'm just not happy with her colors, minus her hair and her little buns. So we might revisit that, we'll see. Do what you need to, I ain't in no rush. It's a vent animatic. Ooh, I didn't know that was a thing. What's some funny audio? Kochi drinking his soda brand with his hermit crab friend. Animatic idea. That would be fun. I don't know if there's any audios for that, but if you know of any, please send me some. I've been dying to do animatics. Like, that's been my dream because I love watching them. They're like, make content that you consume, and that is the content that I consume. I just couldn't do it. We good. I'm happy that you have improved so much already. Thank you. Dude, the amount of people that have been telling me how much I've improved as of late. Why am I not using my yarn bowl? Dude, look at my beautiful yarn bowl. I got this from my last Wooble meetup. It's been my favorite thing. But yes, very happy with how my art's been coming out. I've just been self-conscious about a lot of stuff because I'm like, does this look right? Does this not look right? I'm also not to the stage yet where I'm actually like wanting criticism yet, because I know it's easy to be like, oh, you could do this better and do that better. My thing is that I know that I'm going to improve with time. Like, that's just inevitable if you keep drawing. You know, you look at references, like, that's just... I think that's really what people need to hear, is that you will improve at some point. It's just some people just... I don't know, it takes time. Coming in to say hi, then leave. Also, the Wooble content is amazing. Thank you, Stardom. Okay. I won't, I'll keep making Wooble content. I'm so sorry. I'm too obsessed with them. I had this whole plan for the year, and then it just went out the window for the start of the year. But it's fine. It's fine. Other content is coming out soon, I swear. It won't just be Woobles and me making art. Grilled cheese. Dude, I would kill for some grilled cheese. They keep dropping kits when I'm at work, and by the time I get home, it's sold out. I missed out on the permutations too for the same reason. And I love Woobles too. I'm fortunate that my job lets me like have my phone available if needed. So that's definitely something I am fortunate for, that if I did need to step away to buy something. Actually, during the time I was with my boss and I was like, hey man, there are these things that I'm trying to buy. He's like, what are you trying to buy? So I explained to him the Woobles, and he's vaguely familiar with what they were, and he made me feel sane after, you know, he told me, he's like, oh, so they're like Lego kits, but for people that crochet. And I said, yes. So I'm like, I felt heard, I felt understood for not being crazy about buying them. And he's like, I just said, hey, you know, at 11 my time, they're gonna drop. You know, if you need me, I don't exist. And then they dropped them like 30 minutes earlier, and it was fine. He wasn't mad at me. He understood. Because he would do the same thing too. If he's looking for tickets or for something, and he knows that it's going to be open for a limited window, that he's going to be like, hey, don't talk to me, I'm busy. Which, fair enough, you know. He wants to spend time with his kids, he wants to be able to do stuff, you know. They want stuff, so he's going to do what he can for them, and I do appreciate that. But at least he allows us to, you know, be able to be on standby. Grill me a cheese. No. What? I'm not grilling you. What? I'm dying drawing this table, like, back while I may need corrections from Discord people. I'm sorry, what are you drawing? What? Finally someone gets it. Where? There's one animatic on my channel. Tricks next time or this Thursday for Wooble if you are available to join us this Thursday for Magma. If you can remind me so I can look that up, because I would like to show it off and watch it. Lol. I have some funny audio on TikTok. I'll send you that so you can animate to it. Yes, please. Wow, ugh. Grilling cheese sound. Goodbye, Stardom. Thank you. If anyone knows Robin, the Robin I named my Magma account after. I do not know what Robin you named it after. Is everyone having grilled cheese today? My dad had his office computers at one point trying to get concert tickets. Dude, literally me. The Mako moon pool back wall. It's very hard to draw. Oh. Dana, if there's any of the crochet patterns that you're missing from any of these drops, let me know and I will get them sent to you. I hate that you're missing out on some of these. Gotta help a fellow Woobler out. Just please don't report me. Woobles, if you're watching this, I don't know what you're talking about. Just please sponsor me. I want to be a Wooble content creator. What? Who, me? I didn't... I didn't a friend deliver... Wait, what? Hello, autistic! Now we can play together, zombie. What? Look at you guys making friends. But, yeah. Hold up, let me try to find you now. Can I find you? Oh, I found you. Okay. You should see one from A Megan. Don't say May. Last name in chat. Please and thank you. Did I do this wrong? Nope, I did not. I'm actually doing pretty good so far. We can talk more about Woobles outside of my stream stuff, because I know... I don't know, you hop on for the Wooble stuff, but... At least I hope that's you. Okay, I probably realized I should have gotten the crochet pattern for Pierre. And I did not. Friendship! Fish. What is the fish thing, you know? Okay, so I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. I've lost count from here. Boop. Friendship acquired, yeah! Dana, I got you, yes. Megan's last name is Smith, no lie, for real. I never lie. Yes, my last name is Smith. And every other common last name. I am Swing. Great Sam. Wait, what? No idea why I put Swing in there. Okay, let me go try to find Pierre. This is a free crochet pattern. Pierre the penguin. Oh yeah, I'm back to adding more shorts again for... I have another YouTube channel. I need to stop making YouTube channels, but I have one called Meow Made Shorts for my YouTube shorts based on my streams. It's just so I don't cloud up my regular day-to-day content, you know? Did I draw your OC last Magma? You did, Glacier. You drew my, my dodo bird. Clint. Oh, you're not talking to me. Sad. Me and Zombie are going to be such good friends. We're holding hands on the elementary school playground swing. What? Pattern. Here we go. It says I visit this website often. That's not sad. Okay, next round is just going to be a bunch of single crochets. Who the heck was the red hair OC then? I don't know. If you send me a picture, I might be able to tell you. I can pretty much identify your guys' art styles, at least the ones that have been here for a while. You new guys like Tricks, I don't have your art styles down quite yet. I will someday. I just be giving art out to anyone. Haha, JK. Hey, you wanted to make sure everyone got art. I was doing my best. I always strive to say I'm gonna give everybody art on Magma Days, but last Thursday was just rough on me and it just wasn't gonna happen. I truly did try. I was just having too much art block that my face or my hands were like, nope, we are not drawing today. But today I actually did pretty good in terms of my art stuff, you know? I was very pleased with myself, with my Pierre. Like what I strive for this Pierre to look like. It may not be much, but hey, you know what? I'll take it. Guys, I got a 4-foot Peep inflatable from the dollar store. What? I didn't know they sold that. And we're gonna go to McDonald's together and get Happy Meals. We're going to Mickey D's. There was a Pierre inspired around Mickey D's. Or McDonald's, sorry. Nah, man, you guys now got me saying Mickey D's. I believe this week, because like I said, I still gotta get my stream schedule posted. I thought I did earlier and didn't realize it until I was getting ready to stream that I did not. But this week should be a regular stream week in terms of the days, which will be great, so. Yee. I think my Sunday streams are gonna get pushed back by an hour and a half, 2 hours, probably an hour and a half. Just to, you know, for more people to hop on. It just seems like more people are able to join in when it's a little bit later. I'm good, Sam. What about you? Sorry, feels like no one's reading your messages. I read his messages, or her messages. I'm so sorry. My brain is not reading things correctly. Megan is a Mickey D's millennial. No. I am still Gen Z, which is weird because some older Gen Zers do not want to be associated with this generation. Which, fair enough. You 6'7" people. I think 6'7's dead now. What's the new go-to meme for the Gen Alpha and very young Gen Zers? Okay, so now we're about to do round 6. Oop. I'm excited. Old Gen Z forever, JK. Ha! I love how last stream when my art showed... Wait, what? I love how last stream when I showed my art off, I got so much praise, I swear to God. That's the kind of environment that I want to foster here. Is I want everyone to be supportive of each other, especially with the art. Because a lot of people get self-conscious about their art. Like, dude, I was self-conscious about my hermit crab that I started last Wednesday. And I'm like, he doesn't look right. And someone finally gave me some sort of direction for what to do with my hermit crab. Which is what I needed. But I thought it was more of the body that was bothering me. Like, he does not look like a hermit crab. But, you know, I think everybody needs that praise so they can actually keep doing art, because I was that one kid that just kept feeling like I wasn't able to do it and just said, nope, can't do art, I'm gonna stop. And I just kept doing that every year, and everyone now keeps asking me, how long have I been doing art for? And I'm like, on and off for many, many years, because I felt very self-conscious with my art. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5, 6, 7. So do not do the 6, 7 stuff. I will fight all of you. But yeah, no, like I said, I felt self-conscious about my art, and so I just kind of want to foster that environment that if you want to try something, do it. McDonald's. McDonald's is okay. 6, 7 will never die. I thought it was because all the kids, I thought like all the parents of the kids that kept saying 6, 7 just started saying it. And so now they just deemed it as quote unquote uncool. 9-8 or 8-9 Grinch reference. I do not get the I know that people have started responding with 8-9 to 6, 7, but I do not get the Grinch joke. The Grinch? What? I crocheted a fidget slug yesterday from a video on YouTube. Oh, that's pretty neat. I haven't crocheted much outside of Woobles. You couldn't tell my obsession. 1, 2, 3. I think the last thing I crocheted that wasn't Woobles was the hat that I made for my cat, and it didn't fit him. It was way too big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I didn't mean to sound mean. I know everyone was focused on their own conversation. Hello, Nisa! Oh, that's such a fun name. Nisa, pardon me. I am currently crocheting a bag for my mom. Nice. I wish my mom's been slowly learning how to crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's finished half of Pierre. Very sad. Hello, Amy! Just wanted to say hello to you. Day 1 of sending letters to Megan that just say 6-7. Dude, I'm actually going to cry if anyone ever does that. Oh, so I had an idea, speaking of letter stuff, not that I'm going to open a P.O. box, but I was thinking about like my back wall that I do for my art streams, that I'm probably going to start printing out the fan art that people draw of some of my characters to put back there. So I have to go find all the old ones and just put them back there, because I love to see stuff that you guys make and I want to be able to display it. So that was inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers, Mariah Elizabeth, because she's just got like a wall dedicated to like fan art she gets. So in case if anybody happens to draw any of my characters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little kid was standing by the Grinch and did the 6-7 thing and he went 8-9. Ew. I'm working on a toad now. Nice. Cool. I want to try that sometime too. What kind of bag are you making? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or what color? 1, 2, 3, 4. I literally lost count because that's just how that be sometimes. I'm doing my best to like get better with counting. I think honestly, since picking up these Wooble kits, I've gotten so much better with my counting and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Especially when it comes to being able to troubleshoot my own crochet stuff. I've gotten better. Like, oh, if I realize that like 3 rows back that I didn't do the right number, I can kind of figure out where I went wrong and I'll just undo it. It just depends on how much work I've already put into it. Okay. Oops. Also, I don't know if the music today is bad choice. I just found a spring playlist. I am currently not able to hear it because, yeah, I don't really know where my headphones are. I was using it for video editing the other day and then it disappeared, so, ha! Bippity boppity boo, your life is now a shoe. No, your life is now a shoe. Okay, so that should have been 28. And then I'm going to do 3 rounds of this. But, yes, I would like to meet other crafters that also stream too at some point. That's on my bucket list. Big old bucket list. I know there's one lady that I follow. I don't know if she actually... what do you call it? If, I forgot what I was saying, so yeah. At this poinsettia, paint her nails, Megan. I feel like she would paint them like red or black. Her design, probably. Sam, I'm starting to take that you have maybe a couple favorite characters. Maybe. The music is heavy metal, but it fits. No, I just took a look and it says it's hip-hop and dreamy. I can always take a look at my stream on my phone as needed. Make sure it's the right music, but you know. If there's a lot of repeats in the pattern, I put stitch markers at the end of each repeat so I don't lose count of the repeats. That is such a good idea. That'd be such a great, like, thing if the Woobles actually gave you more than, like, 3 stitch markers. But I didn't think about doing that. There's this blanket that I've always wanted to try by this one lady. I think she's called the Happy Crochet Lady. She actually went viral on TikTok for one of her blankets. I think it was a pizza blanket that she made. So I would start her stuff, but then I'd always like lose count, and then it was just getting all warped, and then I just never finished it. Maybe I'll do a stream series where I'm working on said thing, you know. No, it's heavy metal. YouTube, help me gaslight her. No. I will literally put the stream on and see. It's fine. I trust my music thing. I believe this is row 7. Question mark. Man, I'm telling you. Earlier I was talking about how I'm like the worst person with surprises and things that I'm working on. So I'll just like drop it ahead of time on my streams. Like, hey guys, I'm working on this, or hey, I'm working on that. Oh, Glacier, I believe that you ended up in another short of mine that I got posted for funsies, so just note that that's a thing. I think it was me trying to figure out that you were alive because somebody told me you were alive. I was like, no one told me you were alive. Are you going to check your Tumblr's ask? Put it in likely after stream. I did see your first one about Kochi with his Japanese speaking skills, I think. So I did see that. I do want to work on an art thing to kind of support your question. If you need a spoiler, let me know. Following. How do I see the ask? I don't know if I can see that from here. Post. I will have to play with this and see, because I don't know how to do this on mobile. But yes, I'm shaking right now. Stupid train. I mean, honestly, mood. Where I used to live growing up, we literally had a train like right across the street. Or like pretty much like right across the street. And my parents somehow missed it until we like spent the first night in the house. My mom's like, there's a train. Now, obviously, over time being there for a really long time, we just weren't fazed by it anymore. Still, it was pretty funny. Very funny. Well, yeah. I have so many things I want to do. I'm trying to dabble in so many things. It's just the time and whatnot. I'm doing my best to try to fit those times into my streams when possible, so I'm able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone while I am hanging out with you guys and also getting stuff done, like making this Wooble. Even though this is taking away from the fact that I have other Woobles I would like to complete. So, you know. We'll probably put up another poll soon about what the next Wooble is going to be. It's just, unfortunately, why is there a mark on here? Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. We just have quite a few holidays coming up, so it's like I'm putting that forward first. BRB. Sounds good. You got 9 followers on Art Fight, Megan. Nice. I know you got quite a few, or quite a lot. But to be honest, I'm not really worried about how many followers I have on that. Oh, wow. I got 35,666 on Art Fight. Man, you're gonna be famous on Art Fight. For me, I'm a nobody. And I'm okay with that. I think all of July, at least all of them except my crochet streams, will probably be just working on Art Fight stuff. Just so I can actually get them done. I did give myself the challenge to at least do 12 art pieces in July, which I think is a fair number. I don't know how some of you guys are able to pump these things out, because your girl cannot. But, yep, that'll be the whole month is just working on Art Fight stuff. I think that's a fair compromise. I've mostly zoned it out. The train is like right behind my house. Yikes, I had a friend that her house was right next to the train. I was like, bestie, I would just pack up and move. I don't care if you're like 12. Move. This should be row 8, question mark? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can count. Oop. Yeah, I've gotten better with these Wooble thingies. In terms of, because I think my record was like 28 minutes. Now I can tell you that I've been working on this, maybe not exactly 50 minutes, but it's roughly maybe 30-40 minutes. And I'm very slow, but to be fair, I am also talking and looking at stuff on the side, and I don't know. A lot of stuff. Good job. Sorry, let me rephrase. The about 28 minutes, which is doing the, what I call the Wooble body. Oh, fun! My camera died. I will be right back, friends. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. My camera died. Luckily, I have a backup battery. I used to have 2 backup batteries, and I don't know where the second one went. What do you do with all the stitch markers from all the kits you've already done? So I actually have this tin right here. It's the Munchkins tin that was from Dunkin' Donuts. And I actually store everything in here. So you'll see all my stitch markers. Sometimes they stay in the kits, but most of the time I try to keep them all in here. I did with my Peeps kit, I actually got these tins that I got. And I don't think I'm going to be using most of them, but at least I want to keep at least one of the tins and one of the hooks. And I'll probably be putting some of them in there for funsies. I also did debate using my Easter hook that I got recently for the Woobles for this episode today of crocheting Wooble stuff, but we will save that for whenever I do a peep on stream starting next week. I realized that it's like 2 weeks to Easter, isn't it? So I should have like 2 more streams that I'm able to do. Should I do 2? Oh, you know what? Maybe 2. We'll see. Oops. Sorry. Yes. So that's where I stick them. What do you do with yours? If you don't mind me asking. I don't know. I didn't know where to stick them. I mean, before me getting this tin, which I got for Christmas, I was just kind of sticking them in random, or I was just leaving them in their kits. And then if I needed one, I would just pull it out. So, I don't know. Also, I got a new Wooble over the weekend at Barnes & Noble's, which is this butterfly one, which I'm excited about. I think it's Edith the butterfly. And what's interesting was that Edith, you know, being a butterfly, they actually had a caterpillar one that they're selling on their website, and they have wings that you're able to buy separately to be able to attach to the caterpillar. And then I was like, well, then what's the point of, you know, the butterfly existing? But I don't know, it's just like a cute little duo set, I guess. But I wanted it. It's one of those that it was a FOMO, fear of missing out, because as you guys know, if you don't buy it, they might sell out, like the Peeps. What's it mean 2 streams to celebrate Easter? Oh, I'm sorry. I meant I have 2 streams, like 2 craft streams after this one that I'm able to celebrate Easter, so I might do 2 Peeps. Maybe a bunny and maybe a chick. So maybe I'll put up a poll for that. What's up, sir? Is there a hand? Hello, it's the disembodied hand! Autistic, your favorite. It's become like my favorite joke. I think for your birthday this year, instead of drawing like you again, it's just gonna be like a hand for your face. Like, hey guys! I'll add hair though. You do have hair.
I don't. Not for long.
Almost had a panic attack at a flea market yesterday. Yikes. You doing well? I assume that you're doing good now, but Autistic said hand. Oh, Brenton, Amy says hello. Brenton says hello back. Have you ever heard of Malcolm Todd's songs? I've never heard of him. Please remind me in the Discord so I can take a look at it when I get an opportunity. I keep them inside one of the slide tins that came with one of the accuracy kits. He can be like the thing from the Addams Family. Yes. Oh my god. I have an art idea for Halloween this year. So, yeah. That's gonna be fun. I want to do something with my cat where I'm dressed up as like a witch. And my cat, he's gonna be like my cat familiar thing or whatever. But then I want like, now I want him to be like thing. And it's just his hand. That would be really funny. He is kind of like thing for me where he does help me out and whatnot. How's Brent? He's doing great. Hello, DHC. I keep them in one of the slide tins that come with one of the accessories kit. Oh, okay. You know, I have the Peep ones. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I have a lot now. Yeah, I get that. I got that shirt there. No regrets for the shirt. Are you talking about the one of the Friends shirts? What do you think of Enid from Wednesday, Megan? I love Wednesday. I mean, sorry, I love Enid. Actually, my Halloween profile picture from last year was actually inspired by her outfit. Fun fact. She had a Black Cat's outfit for some rowboat event that they did. So I was excited to have that done and whatnot. There was something I was gonna Google and I forgot what it was. Oh, I got another question. Thank you, Sam. Feel free to keep asking all the questions you want. I want to do art of just like all the things you ask, because I used to watch the heck out of those Tumblr videos as a kid. I never actually got on Tumblr, but I like to watch art of like people will ask questions and then people will make art in response to it. Like that just used to make me happy. Like I think the biggest thing growing up was, you know, they're like, make art that you consume, or make things, or make the stuff that you consume. And I'm like, I consume a lot of art videos. And I want to be able to do that. And I'm doing it. I'm also hoping, I don't know. So I have an upcoming crochet review that I did. And editing is almost done for it. I just, you know, or the rough cut is, or it's mostly done. I just gotta go back in and make some re-edits to make it more interesting. But it's, but I was looking at other people reviewing the same kit. And what am I doing? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to redo this whole row. Whoopsie. But I saw people like reviewing the same kit and they weren't even doing it. They were just like unboxing the kit and we're like, yeah, I can't wait to do this. And like, that's the video. Or it was after the fact where people have already done the kit and they're giving them, like, giving thoughts. And I'm like, that's great and all, but I'm like, can you at least record yourself doing it? Maybe with some like live reactions and whatnot. And just kind of, you know, giving feedback based on that. Because you can give me all the stuff you want. I don't know. I feel like it's different watching somebody do it and they're like, wait, this doesn't make sense. Why is this? Why is that? You know, I don't know. It's just kind of giving that feedback. Same thing even with like people crocheting and like talking and like, they're not exactly Wooble alongs, but they're just like, hey guys, look, I'm crocheting stuff. You know, come watch me crochet Woobles for videos or on stream. It's just you don't get a lot of that and I get kind of sad. Okay, so it's 6 and then increase. But yeah, I don't know. If there were more people that would do stuff like that, where they're actually crocheting these Wooble kits as they're actually doing them, I would happily watch them. It's just you don't get a lot of that, or it's that they're cutting around a lot. See, like, for me, I'll do, like, my edits where it's, like, you know, 1, 2, skip a few, because I don't want to bore you guys with me doing, like, the ins and outs, but at least give some, like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm trying to make my videos entertaining. I'm also working on my thumbnails and trying to make them better so more people can come watch me. Also, we're over halfway to 2,000 subscribers, so that's exciting. Even though some of my view counts don't match up, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, that's right. But that's okay. Is Create a Character going to have pause OC or still working on Kochi's Hermit Crab friend stream? So he should be done by Wednesday. He will not be the Wednesday stream. But I am working on a collab stream with Glacier and possibly a couple others to do a My Little Pony OC, where we're creating our own My Little Pony OCs on stream. I'm trying to get V/double egg / transpostal dude and turtle cakes to do it with me. I don't know if they're still able to on Wednesday, but I'm hoping to still have Glacier on board for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. But we'll see. But yeah, no, it was just like, oh, we should do a collab stream together. And then I think we talked about doing, like, making My Little Pony characters. Not that I can draw a pony for the life of me, so that'll be fun. I feel like I should put up a poll for that, but I've already... I mean, I don't know what I'm making for it. I'll come up with something on the spot. Per usual. Isn't that fun? But yes, hooray, AB. 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, no, like I said, for my 2K, I have a fun stream planned. I have to time it accordingly because I don't know when I'm actually going to hit 2K. I mean, I could hit that tomorrow. I could hit that in December. But, you know, I just kind of need to plan it accordingly so then I can get my super special stream set up because I'm inviting my friend to come on to stream with me, who dresses up as Rumi, but with her schedule being so booked, I kind of have to schedule that ahead of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, I have to schedule that ahead of time. But it's like, I don't know when that's gonna be, so predict the future. But I don't know when I'll be satisfied with, you know, I mean, I'm already satisfied with where I'm at in terms of my numbers and just what I'm doing, experimenting and just having fun. I think that's what I really enjoy, is just the fun I'm having in all of this. It's not that I'm not taking it seriously, because they're like, oh, treat YouTube like a business and then you will see results. I'm like, I'm just here to have fun, man. I don't want to take the fun out of doing what I enjoy doing. And that's why I tell people, I'm like, you may try streaming, you may try doing YouTube, and you may discover that you hate it. You know, there's too much pressure. You know, if you take... You know, if hate comments are going to be the end-all be-all for you, and, you know, or somebody says something mean to you, just, you know, and that could, you know, ruin your experience for YouTube, don't do it. You know? You see, for me, I just laugh it off, because I'm like, these are completely random internet people that are making dumb comments, so, like, shut up. Have you ever heard of Happy Hanako Killer Life manga? No. Amy might have, though. Okay. This should be row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are going to be doing 3 rows of 32 stitches. We should have theoretically 32. Same from the last one. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we should be good. I'm doing my best to stay on top of this. haven't actually. Ew. Also, I just finished Fruits Basket. All 3 seasons. I cried, especially during the last season. It was really beautiful. I was happy with the ending. I think I'm gonna start rewatching the OG series just because I'm curious, like, to know the differences. I can tell you right off the bat, after watching the first episode, the dubbing's just not the same, but to be fair, it did come out in 2001. But I don't remember feeling as sad as I am now watching season, or like the 2019 version. Still very good. If you guys want sappy rom-com / sad stuff, I would recommend that show. My answer still stands, Sam. I have not seen any of that. After this round, I'm gonna need to go blow my nose. Have you started watching My Hero Academia again? No, I'm not going to. I've already finished it. It's good. I did start watching My Hero Academia Vigilantes, but fell off of it for other anime purposes. But I need to... Honestly, I might take a hiatus from Fruits Basket and might finally do Bungo Stray Dogs after I've been told about this for the last... like, almost a year. Can we add book / novel / manga recommendations channel? Honestly? I'm trying to think of how we'd go about that. I'm thinking about maybe doing a channel or like a forums page for that. And what I mean by that is that we can, because I'm like, we can have so many recommendations, like, oh, game recommendations, and show recommendations, and anime, and cartoons, and live action, and this and that, and I'm like, let's just stick that all there, so then at least we can, like, sort through it a lot easier. So I'll probably set that one up. That's not a bad idea. It just makes it easier for tracking to be able to do that. Honestly, I've been thinking about making a personal Screamer sub chat to ramble about stuff I read. Do it! That's why we have it there, Amy. Just do it. I've noticed that the Discord's been a little bit dead, so I've been doing my best to, like, post and revive and that fun stuff. Doing my best, guys. I know that's all... We all have stuff going on where we're busy and whatnot, and now we work and whatever, so... I'm doing my best. I'm also doing my best to post in, like, Glacier's Discord and other people's Discords and whatever. I think, Amy, I left your guys' university one. Because, you know, I'm not a student. Look, it's my Pierre. I forgot the reason why I left. I think I maybe was, like, consolidating or getting rid of channels I wasn't participating in. That probably should have been one that I didn't get rid of. So I can support you in your endeavors, but I'm not technically a student at your university, so... Eh. Okay, I will BRB. I'm back. It's more active than the Anime Club Discord server and either D&D server I'm in on, for what that's worth. No, that's fair. That's fair. It has its days where people are active and other days that they're not, but... Okay, I've got to get to bed now. Everyone have a good night. Have a wonderful St. Paddy's Day tomorrow. Thank you, Dana. I will reach out to you on Facebook and just talk to you more about Wooble stuff and what you might need and what you don't need. You know what I mean? Anyways, have a good night, and you two have, or you as well, have a good St. Patty's Day tomorrow. Also, if anybody didn't wish Amy a happy birthday, her birthday was on the 15th. Was it yesterday? Question mark. What are y'all's batteries at? My battery's at 57%. 5.7. Instead of 6.7, it's 5.7. Woo! So many things to do. But yeah, no, I almost made today. I was deciding on what Wooble stream to do this at, or what Wooble stream to do today, because I realized it was already too late for me to make a video. I mean, a poll. And I was like, crap, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. And then I just started like brainstorming. So I was like, either I can make this like another stream where I'm just kind of finishing up Woobles I need to get done, or I can do a St. Patty's Day one. Teehee. So, you know. Good, I got my haircut and dye today, so it should be easier to deal with now. Nice. What color did you dye it? I know for a while, or back in high school, you used to dye it black, I think. Which was pretty neat. So, you know. Hello, Sam, over on Twitch. Also, I need to get my stream set up, configured to where you guys can see chat, because I want to start introducing where I am going to do a test TikTok stream where I'm also streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I'm aware how chaotic it will be. I just want to give it a try. Worst case is we never do it again. Kind of a cool toned black. Ew. Yes, that is very much in your fashion, your style. But yeah. What else did I do? Oh, I went ice skating on Sunday to get some practice in. For some reason, I feel like I regressed back to like my alpha stage. So I was actually promoted to level 2 of the ice skating stuff, but I don't know, I think after my 2-month journey I feel like I'm back to like the level 1. Now luckily level 1 is the same class as level 2. They just go over, like level 1 is where you do forwards, level 2 is when they do backwards stuff, so I'm not too worried about it, but it's fine. But who knew that taking a 2-month break would actually stump my progress. But it was nice. Fortunately, I had to deal with a bunch of kids just throwing themselves at me. My fear is falling, which I gotta break that habit of being afraid of that. Goodbye, DHC. I will see you later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we got one more row, and then we start decreasing. Woo! Oh. But yeah, Amy. Nice to see that your hair is black again. I can't think of who else. Nope, that's all I can think of right at this moment. I've been tempted to dye my hair again. And originally I was getting like it done professionally, but I'm like, I could just do it myself probably. So I might make a YouTube video out of that to see if my hair falls off. Question mark, I don't really know. I'm kind of nervous. I've never dyed my hair myself. Or I might get my mom's help. I feel like I should go to my mom to help, and I know she will help me. It's just, I don't know, I don't want to bother her with it. But I know if I tell her, hey, I'm coming over Saturday, help me with my hair. Hey, Pagan, what's that toon animation app I want to try? Who's Pagan? Oh. What's that toon animation app I want to try? It is called Toon Squid. If that means anything to you. I would like to try it at some point. I hear it's really good for rigging your stuff versus Procreate, which is more of like the flipbook animation. But to be fair, these were reviews from like 2023 going into 2024. Unfortunately, most of the reviews I'm seeing now has nothing to do with the 2.0 update versus the Toon Squid. So if you want to make a review video for that, about talking about the 2.0 Procreate Dreams update and Toon Squid as you experiment with that. I would love to watch that so I know what's going on. Hello, my favorite streamer, Pagan. Hello, Glacier. Oh, Glacier, I don't know if you heard my comment before, but I'm pretty sure you ended up in a YouTube short today over on my Meow Made Shorts channel, so I did give you the hashtag Glacier Pops. For some reason, when I scheduled it out for today, it didn't let me tag you, so I can go back in and tag you. It probably won't make your hair fall out. A more probable issue is accidentally dyeing the wrong part of your skin along with the hair. A common issue when dyeing your own hair, apparently. As you know, I have a background of dyeing my underlayers colors, any color. And I want to touch up my roots because it's been like, goodness, almost like 4 or 5 months since it's been last done. So I want to touch up the roots, but I'm worried about that the bleach either isn't going to process properly or not properly, but that it's going to be like not developed enough and whatever. But it's just kind of hard to do on myself. So that's why I think I'm just going to get my mom's help with it. Ooh, what? I will go look now. Working on Rin Matsuka in my style. Who is that? Do they want to be my friend? Oh, I saw this new challenge or this new person on Instagram that was trying to do this thing where they're trying to bring back a menu item from Chili's. And they're like, draw your OC with this so we can bring it back on the menu. So I think I'm going to partake in that. Not that I particularly care for Chili's and what's on their menu. I can never find stuff at Chili's that is like my go-to. It's just like, eh. So maybe in another life. But I think it's funny. Like, we should go somewhere and find a food item from a food place that we want to bring back and just start a campaign for it, being like, calling all artists. We need to bring this back. I just don't know what. Oh yeah, bleach makes everything trickier. Yes. The closest Chili's away from me is 7+ hours away. Well, perfect. You're able to, well, first of all, that's a heck of a drive, but second of all, you can still participate in the art challenge for funsies. I think the closest one for me might be like 10-15 minutes away. Hello, Trix! Welcome! Raid, ooh. What do you mean, raid? Oh, hello! Hello, I can have Skittles. I love your name. This is fun. Hello, Raiders. How are you all? I'm just trying to wave hi to you guys, but hello, Magma. Hello, Skittles. You guys have such fun names. We have some Raiders over on Twitch. This is fun. How are you guys doing today? Just gonna follow you for funsies. I don't know, it's just fun to meet new people. Who are we raiding from? I am struggling here. Just finished a St. Patty's Day manicure, so this seemed like a great raid option. Yes! I'm gonna follow you too. This is fun. But yes. Oh, nice! I am Magma was streaming Manny Mondays. That's so funny. So I actually have my nails done for St. Patty's Day. What's funny is that on Mondays, I call them my Meow and Make Mondays. So this is very fun and exciting. I'll have to check you out. I didn't know that people actually streamed getting their nails done or doing their nails. That's so fun. Manny Mondays. I have to tell my friend about that because she's the one that does my nails for me. She is very talented. I'm surprised on how she's able to do stuff on such a small scale. There's not a lot of us. Honestly, I've been more and more surprised at the different communities on Twitch where people are, like, I learned that there's one for coding, like if you're gonna code stuff that my boyfriend does occasionally. He will code and stream making or coding stuff. There's one for writing, one for studying, one for, you know, crafts. There's one for miniatures, I think. Like, you name it, there is something out there, and it's very fun. So, thank you for hopping on. I do appreciate it. Manny Mondays. I don't know. I'm just kind of excited by that. Do you do other types of nail art streams? Or nail streams? Yeah, I recently learned about co-working/studying category the last few months. Yes, I love to poke my head into the different categories for fun to see what people are up to. But a lot of people just think that the stream stuff here is just for games. But if anything, I don't really stream games often. It's just on Fridays. But yeah, I like to tap into the other ones and just kind of hang out for a little bit and learn about people's different niches and whatnot. Oh, I don't usually do nails outside of Mondays. On other days, I craft or play games. I'm also a crocheter. Oh, okay, nice. Fun fact, I am obsessed with the Woobles. I do crochet other things. I just happen to be obsessed with them over the last year and a half or so. I did a review video that took off, and I was like, I think I like these, and I just became obsessed with them. But yeah, and then but no, I'll have to check your stuff out. I love, and I was literally just talking about meeting other craft streamers, which is really funny. Give me a second. So, but yeah, no, it is very nice to meet you. Also, what's funny is your name is Magma, and there's a website called magma.com where I do this on Thursdays. So most of my other streams are art streams because I typically do digital art. I just started doing craft streams within the last couple of months. And pretty much as I will share out a link to whoever wants to join in, and we all just kind of like draw together in real time, which is really cool. You can either each get your own canvas or you can do it together, and I love it. So it's very much a big community-based thing that I do. So I love doing them on Thursdays. So it used to be that I was doing them on Sundays, but Thursday just seems to be more of a popular day for that. But no, I'm excited. There's other people. But OMG, that's so cool. Yes, I know. Reminds me of a site back in the day I sketch, I think is what it was. I think it was what it's called. I'm trying to think. I'm not familiar with that, so no, but I will definitely look into it just for my own records because I've never even heard of it. If anybody has heard of iSketch, please let me know. Megan is a goated streamer. Thank you. Sorry, I'm being dumb. But yeah, definitely one of these Mondays. I'll have to check out your Manny Mondays. I don't know, just that alone is so cool. Manny Monday. But the name Meow and Make Mondays isn't like, and like I call it that, but it's just turned into like Wooble streams at this point. And I have a couple people that are also people that like to crochet / make Woobles, which now I'm friends with them online. Like, be my friend. But very cool. But no, I won't take up too much of your time. But I do appreciate you guys coming in. I think this is maybe my first time being raided. No, I think it's my second time being raided. The first time I was raided was because of a friend of mine was streaming and was like, let's go raid Megan. That's just how I ended up getting raided. Twitch communities are so cool. Dude, literally, I love finding new communities and just, like, I don't know, I like talking with streamers, and I do get sad when I'll hop into a streamer's stream and they won't even talk to you. I'm like, then what's the point of streaming? Like, I get that it's to like stream what you like doing and stuff like that, but at least try to talk to people, especially if they have like questions or they're interested in what you're doing. Because I've always said that I'm the type of person that won't chat if you are streaming. Like, I'm more of a lurker, but then I'm like, no, that's not true. Goodbye, Trix. Have a good night. I will see you next time. But, yeah, no, I've always said that I'm like, oh, I'm a lurker, but then that's a lie. I like to sit there and yeah. I'm going to lurk and unwind for a bit. I'll check back in later. Sounds good, Magma. But yeah, no, I happen to, I guess it just depends on, like, what the stream is, because, like, for Glacier, I will sit there and I guess, spoke a lot during your last stream. So I guess it's just on a case-by-case basis on what I'm... Like, I don't know. I think it just depends on, like, whose stream I'm on. Like, oh, I'll just put you on in the background while I'm working on stuff. And if I hear something interesting, I will tune in for funsies and be like, hey, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know. It's just these days, I don't have time to hop into people's streams because I stream during the week. And then when I'm not streaming, I'm doing other stuff. But sometimes I'm able to hop in. Okay, so... Look at my Pierre, guys. What I want to do is I want to make, like, a rainbow garland where I just make, like, different colors of, like, Pierre. Because he's, like, the famous penguin dude. And just, like, make a garland so I have, like, decoration of him. For funsies? I don't know. Sorry, no, I was reaching out to people about the recent Wooble peeps that came out. Emmy, you're not going outside. I keep forgetting that, like, you guys know her as Ember, and that is technically her legal name, but I call her Emmy. But it's Ember. She's so pretty, though. I'm in favor of names that are like, this is your name, but here's like a cute nickname. Like Axe, we call him Axie. A-X-I-E. But I love him. I love them both. For the most part, except when they start clawing my stuff. It's lately been Axe that's been clawing my stuff. I'm like, how about no? How about no? Glacier, if you're still here, hi. I don't know, I'm just random call-outs to people. Oop. I'm actually making a lot more progress than I typically would on a Wooble, which is great. Hello, Axe! Hello, my boy. Are the lights too bright? I have one video that I took. I was, like, filming something, and my cat was just hanging out on my backpack. This was months ago. Maybe last year. I don't remember. But the lights were so bright, but he was just snoozing. I'm like, must be nice to be able to sleep through this, because if I had lights on me like this, I don't know how I would be able to sleep. Hello, Glacier. Oops. But yeah. I don't know. What are they calling now? It better be your cardboard the scratch post thing. Then I'm gonna cry. Whoop. He's looking so good. I'm gonna have to get some pieces once I get a couple more rows in, because I gotta get the eyeballs, and then I gotta stuff homie here. And then I had white yarn somewhere, but I can't find it, so I'm gonna pray that, like, the leftover yarn that I have from Blue Pierre will be enough for him. We'll see. If not, I'm sure I can figure something out. Woo! The goal someday is to be able to just do a whole Wooble during a stream. We'll get there. We'll get there, because, like, before it took me, like, 2 streams to get stuff done. I think it's when you start adding, like, the additional pieces is when it starts getting crazy. And takes the most amount of time. At least my goal is to at least get the body done and at least get the pieces crocheted. I don't know if we'll have time to get them on him. That would be nice, but if not, then I'll get that done for tomorrow. And then I can say I have a green Pierre. So I was saying that tomorrow, I don't really have like green work shirts. I don't think if I have any at all. I have one. Now, you know what? I have like a striped green and white shirt that I think had since high school, but it still fits and I don't know. It works. But I was like, oh, I can get away with not having to wear green tomorrow because my nails are green. And my coworker tried saying that that's on par with somebody with green eyes saying that they don't have to wear green on St. Patty's Day because their eyes are green. I'm like, no, that's different. See, these are temporary. Green eyes are, it's like if somebody were to have worn green contacts, I think that's fair. Or if somebody just naturally had green hair, you know, I don't think that would count. But if somebody happened to dye their hair green, I think that counts. I don't think anybody has naturally green hair unless you're Midoriya from My Hero Academia. I gotta go back to doing polls again. I'm sorry, I've been making just creative decisions myself. I think last week we did have the create a character poll. Also, I would like to maybe incorporate this maybe in a week or two. But I would like to... I don't know if anybody knows anything about Texas and our state flower. But our state flower, very pretty. And I want to do an art piece, or maybe make a character around our state flower. But they're called bluebonnets, and they're so pretty. They're notorious for growing on like the sides of the highway. They're like my favorite flowers ever. But sorry, I'm trying to keep the glare off, but they're so pretty. And I want to do something with those. But yeah, everybody takes like pictures with them. They're like fields, and they're only around for like maybe a month. Bluebonnets, family photos. I don't know who these people are, but yeah, a lot of people will stop and take pictures. I've actually seen too where people will stop on the highway, pull over, and go take pictures, which I find really funny. I'm like, there are places you can go take pictures that is not on the side of the highway. That is easily accessible to people here in Texas. So like, what? They actually have a Bluebonnet festival too. And I went there one year, but it just felt like it was more of just like a bunch of vendors selling stuff. Which is great, I guess. If that's your sort of thing. But yeah, I was talking this over with a buddy of mine at work today. And I was like, well, what if I made like a Bluebonnet fairy? Like, you know, like a personified version of a Bluebonnet, but like in fairy form. And I think that'd be like really cute. I just don't know how or what. So I might make that like a springtime create a character so I can actually do it and have a reason to. Maybe that can be another collab. Glacier, if you would like to participate, making like a flower fairy or something. We can just have our little flower fairies. Maybe I might be able to get Turtle in on that. Maybe V and or / Transpostal Dude. I don't know if anybody else wants to participate in on that. We can just, it can also be a Magma collab too, or we can do our own little collab, and then for Magma we just create our own little, or that can just be its own little thing. Also, Glacier, I need you to send me a picture of your hermit crab. They can be friends. Oh, Sam, I think you asked me somewhere about Poinsettia liking my hermit crab crepe. And I don't know, I feel like she's like too edgy for that. I don't really know if there's a character I have yet that she would like, per se. Like, I don't know. What I need to do is create, like, an edgy character. Because, like, yeah. I was gonna say, maybe she gets along with Tomato-chan, but I don't know. I also want to redesign my first created character, which was Crystal, the Crystal Wolf. I do not like the way she turned out last year. Emmy, I don't know who you're looking for, but there's no friends outside. Unless you're gonna start eating bugs again like last weekend. Because that's a thing that she likes to do, is look at the window, trying to eat bugs. Man, I can't believe I'm almost done with Pierre. Sad day. Very sad day. Okay, I'm gonna do one last row, and then I gotta go try to find supplies that I may have somewhere. There we go. So, yeah, probably next 2 weeks we'll probably do peep streams, like peep crochet streams for funsies. We'll do a peep, like a bunny and then a chick. I'll probably put up a poll for that to see which one you guys want to see me do. Woo! I don't know, I have so many ideas, just not enough time. I have to remember all my ideas because, yeah. My allergies feel like they've gotten better. I don't know if that's good or bad for me. Like this week they haven't been as bad as they usually are, which is annoying. Oop. Okay, so I'm almost done with this row. Not gonna lie, did pretty good. Hour and a half. Previously this would have taken me the whole stream. Shoot. I don't like how it's looking like tubular at the bottom. That's tubular, bro. Oh, so I was watching a show today where, for dinner with Brenton, where the principal was like, instead of doing like an undercover boss, which is where you have like a CEO pretending to be a new worker working for XYZ company, you know, like a newbie, or, you know, maybe going around doing different jobs. It was like somebody that was doing undercover. He was undercover principal, where he was like dressing up as a student trying to be hip with the kids. And a lot of the stuff he was saying was ridiculous. It cracked me up. Okay, I will be right back. Need to go find stuff to stuff him. I come back bearing safety eyes with the scratch 10mm thing on it. And a crap ton of stuffing. Stuffing will take you quite far. Okay, so whoopsie. So I gotta update my streaming soon, which is apparently it was supposed to say starting soon, but I should draw how in my style list TBHK. What is that? Okay, so I got my eyeballs. I got this from Amazon for like $10, so highly recommend that if you are looking for safety eyes, get them from Amazon. I mean, if you really need them like that day, sometimes Amazon will deliver them to you that day, but if you need them like right then and there, you can go to, not Walmart, you can go to like Hobby Lobby or the craft store, but they're gonna be pricier because you're getting like, I don't know, I'm just gonna throw out a number. You might be getting 10 total of these. You might be getting 10 total of these for like the same price of what you'd be getting for like 200 of them. But that's what you get. Okay, so Glacier, why are you stalking me? Oh no. Nope. Toilet bound Hanako. Ew. Shoot, what am I doing? I was looking for my instructions. Hello! How are you doing, Steven? It has been months. How are you today? I am working on a green version of him for St. Patty's Day. We're about to add the eyeballs. I'm just trying to get my stuff, my pattern for this up. I re-downloaded Twitch. Well, welcome, welcome. Tell C I said hello. OMG, I love them. I love them too. I'll make you and C matching ones next time I'm up in your guys' area and visiting. I'm okay. Things are up and down, but here we are. Well, I hope things are going well. I hope your leg is doing okay. I did see your cat thing before, so I might be heading that way in October. So, for a convention, but that's as far as I'm going to say. I don't know entirely yet, but that is the plan as of now. I can also just send it to you guys, so I'll talk to you more about it on another day. I always call C a bluebird. Oh, well, this is actually a penguin. There is a bird. Okay, I don't have it on me, but my friend was able to pick it up for me, and I can make a blue version. Hold up. Cupid, the lovebird, Wooble. And there was this is the Wooble. So I can totally make her one, like a white and blue version I saw somebody make. White and blue. I can find it. I can find it. Nope. Somebody made it. They made two, and I loved it, and it was so cute. No, but I did find that there's a Ravenclaw. So, you know. C and I will take you out for lunch. Now you guys don't have to. Just me being there is enough just to stop in and say hi. But I'll talk to you guys more about it when it comes to that. How's stream so far? It is going well. I actually got raided today, which was interesting. It's my second time being raided. The first time I was raided by a friend, so I don't really know how much that counts. Because he was doing a stream with, I don't know, he likes to do, like, Minecraft, and, well, he mostly does Fortnite streams, so, you know. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. There's one eyeball. But other than that, it's been pretty chill. I'm trying to get as far as I can with this Wooble, because typically these things I'm having to break it up into different streams, so. St. Patrick's Day penguin, what a cute idea. Yes. I'm excited. I'm trying to do more of like holiday streams and whatnot. Oh! Bonadine. You're gonna think I'm crazy. I haven't officially mentioned these much, but I got Peep Woobles. I'll talk to you more about this probably tomorrow, because after stream I'm going to bed. But can I eat one? No. Fun fact for anyone that's new here or didn't know this, I've mentioned this in a recent stream, that I used to collect peeps, like the marshmallow peeps, in their containers, and we just kept them in a just in a Tupperware. Just I had a big storage thing of them, so. But yeah. Those are unfortunately sold out. That was part of the sold out thing, but you know. I have a strong stomach. I was still advised not eating that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I sure hope this is right. Does this look right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think this is about right. Very Megan coded collection. Yes. Very strange collection that I had. My dad was just getting fed up with it and he says, we gotta get rid of these. My other obsession that I had going in from middle school, going into high school. So the Peep collection was from middle school, but I had a duct tape collection, which I still have, of over 300 rolls of duct tape. I should probably go back to my parents and just like sort through and see what the heck I have, but yeah. Gotta get up early for work, but I will be here next stream. Hopefully it'll it was nice for tuning in for a moment. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I too have to wake up early for work tomorrow, so ha. You're funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold up, I think I may have put these in the wrong spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's what I thought. That I was wrong. Have a good night, Steven. I will see you next time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's do this again. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, does this look more right? I want to say yes. I did learn that there is a way to take out the safety eyes in case if you lock them in and you need to move them, which was nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me try to just count this one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's as good as that's getting. If I really have to remove it, I will do so accordingly. Oh no. Oops. Okay, I got one more thingamabobber. Boop. And there we go. We got eyeballs. And my Wooble. As I previously mentioned, I have a crap ton of stuffing. The only thing, though, is I don't feel like it's as soft as the Wooble stuffing. So definitely something that I need to figure out what they're using. But I mean, to be fair, it's on the inside of the Wooble. Who is going to feel it? Nobody. But it's like, mentally, I know it's not the same stuffing. I was going to do a 4-leaf clover for the stomach. So instead of like this being a circle, I was going to do a 4-leaf clover. But I just couldn't find a good tutorial that was going to make it big enough. So I just kind of opted out for it. But at least you guys know it's a green penguin. So, you know, gotta deck him out. I'm at least going to try to finish everything up tomorrow, though, to kind of at least get his accessories completed tomorrow. So I can technically post it. I'll probably post his art earlier in the day and then post this later in the day. Just because, you know, content. Everything's content, let's be real. Oops. Trying to... That's the one thing I like about the Woobles, that they give you enough stuffing to be able to, like, you know, like, you can use a whole thing of their stuffing and you would be good to go, but it's like, I never know how much stuffing to, like, put in here when it's not, like, my stuff, you know? How did I just notice your nails? They're so cute! Thank you! As I've mentioned before, my friend, she's the one that does it. She owns a nail salon. So, I just told her I needed them to be St. Patty's Day themed and for them to stand out. Because whenever I had my Valentine's Day nails, there was just something about the thumbnails that people were like, oh my god, let me see your nails. So then it's like, woo, St. Patrick's Day. I was saying earlier that I feel like I should be able to get away with not being able to wear green to work tomorrow. Somebody said that that's cheating. It's like, they said it's like having a green-eyed person saying, I don't have to wear green because my eyes are green. And I'm like, no, I would think it would count if you have like brown eyes and you're wearing green contacts. You know, I think you could get away with that. Like, that's what the equivalency felt like for my nails being this, you know. Did I do this right? Yes. Sorry. But yes, I love them. I do have a picture of them. I should post them tomorrow for more of an up-close shot. You're gonna add drawing peeps in your stylus. Yes, that's actually upcoming on my list. Because I got the peep Woobles. Now you're wearing green on your nails. That's what I said. They're just being a butthead. There was one time I was working on the peep. I mean, on the Wooble. And somebody, asked me if I was making a hacky sack. I'm like, no, bestie. This is not a hacky sack. I think he's, stuffed as he's gonna get. I feel like this one's a lot more squishy. This one's not as squishy. To be fair, I prefer my stuff kind of firm. Maybe not this firm. Oop. Like, he just had a baby. The baby is stuffing. Okay, you know what? I'm happy with that. Honestly, he could just ride on my shoulder tomorrow. Sure, I'll get some weird looks. Okay, good enough. Okay. Now we are going to close off the butt. So, whoop. Oh, do you still have that avocado Wooble? Well, duh. Your husband wants nothing to do with it, but shame on him. Shame on him. Tell him he needs more avocados in his diet. I don't hassle people as long as they don't wear orange. Why would they wear orange? Is that a thing people do? I mean, to be fair, he's got the orange stitch marker. You should just... Oh. Next time, yes, the avocado lives on my desk and cheers me on. Oh, you should tell your hubby, or your husband, sorry, that, or you should just start packing avocados in his bag whenever he's going on a trip somewhere. And it's just like, great, now I got this avocado in my bag. Megan, what did you do? Even though I'm not the one who directly did it, I still think it'd be really funny. Orange on St. Patty's Day is a type of protest. Is it? This is the first time I've heard of this. This is the first I've heard of it. Does Kochi like to drink rainbow tea? I'm going to say yes. I've never thought about rainbow tea existing, but I think that would be cool, having like rainbow tea leaves and it being you know, it making rainbow tea. I think that would be really cool. Can you ask that on Tumblr as well? I would love to draw that. I think that'd be such a fun idea. Send him with avocados. Brilliant. Yes. I think he would know that it's secretly me sending it. Just going through you. Saying, stop listening to Megan. To be fair, avocados are somewhat expensive, so maybe get like fake ones, or maybe make them? Question mark? Just get like enough yarn that you can make like 100 of them, and then just like put them in his bag. Maybe he'll feel bad about getting rid of it. And we are very close to finishing my man. Bigby has... I don't know what Bigby is, but Bigby has a tea called Rainbow Ruibos, and it's so good. Oh, I'm taking a picture of this nail so I can actually reference it. And then I need to get my needle. Ah, no! I keep losing my needles, and then my boyfriend gets, like, concerned that we're never going to, what do you call it? I have a... Oops, give me a second to close you up. Yeah, I keep losing them, and his concern is that they're just gonna get lost. And that we're gonna get stabbed. But if you know anything about yarn needles, they don't actually hurt. Or they don't actually poke you. If I sent him with my Wooble, I would never see it again, sadly. That's why you make him other ones as a decoy. That can be Avocado the first. I think it's Mateo the avocado. It can be Mateo the first, the second, the third. You know what? Name your firstborn Mateo just after the Wooble, just to make him mad. Bigsby is the northern version of Scooters. Oh. I thought Scooters were only in the north, and I didn't realize that it was a thing until, like... Because I first saw them in Iowa, so I thought it was, like, an Iowa thing. Or maybe a Midwest thing. And then I, like, come to Texas after visiting my friend up in Iowa, and it was like, oh, yeah, we have a distribution center down here. I'm like, what do you mean? This is the first I've heard of it. So I just think it's just called I'm very oblivious. Man, now am I gonna have to visit you guys now to go try this tea? Can you just send me some? I'm waiting on your Tumblr questions. Does he like... Okay, sounds good, Sam. I do need to art the stuff that you do put in though, so... But no, fair enough. Just don't forget the question. I feel like you're not, because you're good at remembering that sort of stuff, which I appreciate. I don't know what happened here, but it's not good. Help. Well, I think Bigsby is Eastern Midwest, Michigan, Ohio. Oh. I mean, I've been to Ohio quite a few times. For the Duct Tape Festival. If anybody's interested in the Duct Tape Festival, they don't do that anymore, but I used to get excited over it whenever they did do it. And I would totally be vlogging there if they still had it. Which is not the case anymore because, you know, doesn't exist. I'm about to lose my mind. What in the world is going on? There we go. I think I fixed it. Ohio has become more MAGA racist these days. Hello, Kendra. How are you today? We're just talking about coffee stuff, so... I don't really know what's going up in Ohio these days. It's been a very long time since I've even been up there, so... I don't know what things are like politically up there. But, hello! This is Gamer Mom, so I take that you are a mom and also game. Which is really cool. Really cool combination. I mean, come on, it's not just Ohio, it's literally everywhere. Yeah. I've been trying to stay out of stuff politically just because it's just become too much these days with, I don't know, even creators that I watch that do crafts or anything that I'm interested in, it's just become a platform. And I understand that that they're like, oh, use your platform to talk about, you know, politics and whatnot, but it's just like, I'm good. Tired of seeing it. I just get depressed looking at what the world is like at this point. Very depressed. I'm not sure that is the right response. Oh, well. Hello, Richard! And we have people coming from everywhere. Oh, we got more friends. Hello, Richard. I'm down here in Texas, so, you know. Stuff. But we all have our opinions on what's going on in the world. I'm just not public about stuff. I understand what you're saying, perspective completely, but someone who's perhaps not Asian or brown or black, it comes off as, oh hey. Hold up. Oh hey, it doesn't affect white people, who cares? Well, to be fair, my grandma is Cuban and my grandfather's Puerto Rican, so, you know, my mom is Cuban and Puerto Rican, so she is very scared about what's going on with the ICE stuff, which I completely understand, so, yeah. That's why I try not to talk about it, because I don't want to think about what could be going on. A lot of my family could be affected by it, so I think you know what I mean. No, I do. I understand. I understand. So, but yeah, no, yeah, it's just, yeah, I just try not to think too much about it because everything is going right out the window right now. What about you? I am from Texas. I live here in Texas. I am not from Puerto Rico. My grandfather's Puerto Rican. My grandma is from Cuba. So I'm half Hispanic. My dad was born in Greece and he was born there, but he was raised out here. He was adopted at about age 3. We don't know anything about his side of the family because he was adopted. Even his adoptive family is croaked like 20 years before I was even born. So I couldn't really meet anybody. So it's like, well, you're on your own. I respect your views and your opinions. I just don't agree with you or your perspective, just like you don't have to accept mine. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think it's good that people are using their platform to talk about what's going on out in the world. I just personally don't want to talk about it. You know, it depresses me, so I just try to keep my little happy corner of the world, you know, where I just do this. It keeps my mind off of it, because if not, it just depresses me. Like, gas prices going up. Like, I don't want to think about it. I literally had to Google why we were going to war with Iraq, and it was for stupid things. Yeah. I was very confused. Bodine said, I totally get that. I generally keep away from politics on my channel too. A cozy escape is valid. Yes. Give me 1 second. But yeah, no, I have friends that are very politically involved. I try not to be. I haven't until recent years, just because it's all that I ever see. But Richard said, have you went outside the US before? Yes, I've actually been to Japan. I just went there back in November. That was my 4th time going. I've been to Paris, France. I have been to the Caribbean. I think it was San Martin, which is not one of the US Virgin Islands or whatever those are called. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Spain. I've been to Greece. I was out in Crete, which was kind of fun. think where else I've been. I think those are like mainly it. So, love to know what my cat is eating, but oh well. Well, that's enough for the green yarn. I am going to go start working on the belly. Well, Richard, have you been outside of the country before? Or Kendra, if you're been anywhere outside the country? What about Cuba and Puerto Rico? I have been to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is not technically considered its own state. Or, I mean, it's not considered its own country. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's one of the U.S. territories. I have been to Puerto Rico before, and I have not been to Cuba. So I was told that there are 13 reasons why they will let you go into Cuba. And it could be for, like, journalism. It could be for education, which my uncle, he got to go for an education thing there because he works for a pretty big university where he got to do a trip out there where he chaperoned for some kids. Some college kids, which was pretty neat. But one of the other reasons too is if you have family out there. Now, I don't know exactly who I have exactly as family out there. My mom would know a lot more than I would, just, you know, because she's half Cuban, but she would have probably a better idea. But can Americans even visit Cuba? At one point, yes, there were actually multiple airports we were able to fly into. And then I think when Trump became president, it got limited down to just that we can fly into Havana. So, yes, technically. Guys, someone liked my art and they want me to draw their OC. Yes! Dude, I like your art too. I still need to find that picture of that cat, you know. How is Brunson doing from Japan from last year? He's doing good. He's doing good. I kind of miss going. Like, I kind of miss being in Japan. And whatnot. Yeah. Japan was really fun for me. I personally miss it. I think Brenton could use a break from Japan for a little while, which, speaking of which, I need to actually go through that vlog. Not that I've actually had a chance to sit and go through that footage yet. I'm making a crochet Batman. I've done 3 and 2. Oh, okay, wow. What are you doing the Batman for? That's a lot of Batman. I've also done making Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, Superman, DC, Elmo, and etc. Nice. I've been mostly focusing on these Wooble things. I just have him around as my sample, but I'm making a green version of him today. But yes, I have not really made, I mean, I've made other things out of crocheting stuff, but this has been my fixation, is collecting these kits and making them. This one's actually not a kit, the one that I'm actively working on, but he did come with a kit, so I'm just following instructions for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello! Hello! Adhar, how are you today? Hello, Megan, the yarn handler. You know what? That's my alter ego. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, my alter ego is me in my shark suit. I'm selling crochet. Oh, okay. Do you run like a little market, or do you have like a website? Like an Etsy shop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's exciting. I have never found that. I don't know, personally, I don't trust like how well my crochet is gonna hold up if I were to sell anything that they would actually hold up, so I just don't even bother. But I'm perfectly happy with my people. Like, I make crochet stuff for myself. I will occasionally make stuff for my boyfriend, but it's just gonna sit there. And that's about it, you know? I don't know what's going on with this. After I'm done with the Batman, I had to send this to the post office and send it to China. Oh. So, do you sell them to China? Like, what's your whole thing there? Sorry if you don't mind me asking. I'm just interested in your whole little operation. That's pretty cool, though. Don't tell me this is knotted. No! Okay, I'm gonna have to redo this again. I feel alright. There was a small storm outside yesterday, and I thought I'd die. But here I am, the boy who lives. Well, welcome back, Edhar. No, I need you to keep teaching English to people. So they can, ask you out. I'm sorry, that story still cracks me up. That one lady that, like, asked you out and she's, like, double your age. Still cracks me up a ton. I do delivery, send crochet. Okay. That's a pretty cool gig, then. After your Batman, what other stuff are you gonna work on? Do you have, like, an Instagram or some kind of social media that I could check your stuff out on? If you don't mind me asking. I would love to see your work. Or even a website if you have something. I don't know. I just want to check out. I've met a lot of people today that apparently craft and do other things, so it's been quite fun. Yeah, well, the lady still learns with me. Oh no. Awkward. And the plot thickens. She's just trying to woo you with her English skills. I've never been so invested in this lady's love life. Does she live anywhere near you, though? Or is she, like, in a completely, like, different country? Gonna call her your secret admirer. Not that it's really a secret anymore. Oh, man. Still, she cracks me up. If you ever talk to her, just know that she's got a... You should just tell her, there's this random lady on the internet. She likes you. AKA me. Got a special place in my heart for future stories. Oh, man. She's in, I'm in Nepal, she's in Switzerland. Oh, so you guys are, like, ways apart. Actually, I don't know how far that is from each other. I done the box of my crochet before send it to China. Ew. Do you draw it? Sorry. Do you post it on social media like the stuff you make? See how far Nepal to Switzerland is. See how possible this is. If I can get maps here. Okay. All I can tell... Oh, wait, no, you said Switzerland. I thought you said Sweden. I was like, well, I can tell you right now that that's not happening. Isn't Switzerland, like... Oh, no, I'm thinking of Sweden. Dude, this is how, like... It feels so stupid. I don't know where Switzerland is. Hold up. Switzerland. Well, duh, I know it's a country. I mean, I have drawn clear boundaries for the class. That's so funny. Switzerland. Here we go. Nope. Oh! What? Why is it giving me directions to Dubai? You know what? We're done. We're done. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, can I follow you somewhere? Like, do you post it on Instagram, Twitter, anything else? I would like to follow your work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, I have told her I have a girlfriend, so hopefully she's not the creepy pursuer type. That's funny. I sure hope not either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dubai is in the transit. I don't know. I googled Switzerland and it gave me like... It gave me directions to Dubai. And I'm like, you know what? I'll look at this off stream. Because the internet doesn't want me to know how far Switzerland is from Dubai. I mean, from... Not Dubai, from Nepal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do they call you guys? Like, you have Americans, you know, people from America. You have you know, the British from, you know, Britain, you know, etc. But I've been doing this for over 14 years when I was a kid. Wow. I've been technically crocheting since I was 16, but it was one of those that I did it on and off. So again, sorry, Adhar, pardon me being uneducated. You fly to Dubai, then you can fly anywhere else in the world, basically. Okay, so chances are that it's not gonna happen. Noted. Unrequited love. In English, they call us Nepalese. Did I say that right? But it's actually Nepali. I like Nepali. That just sounds nicer. Like what? I do crochet and playing Xbox Series X game. Ew. Do you stream too? That's kind of a cool combination. I have not owned or did anything with an Xbox since the Xbox 360, which has been quite a while. No? Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, we're about to start round 2 on the belly. Woo! Radioactive shrimp from Walmart. Well, thanks. Hope the British agree. Oh, yikes. Yikes. To be fair, I'm sure most Americans don't even know what you taught me today at Har, so it's like, well. Because I didn't know until you told me. But that is the perks of having friends everywhere. I think at this point we're like, I'm gonna call you an internet buddy. Anna. Hope, let's see. I'm making fast crochet. Ew. Yeah, I'm not that fast. I am quite slow. But I tend to enjoy the process. That's kind of what I like, is I'm just gonna... There's no need for me to rush unless I'm on a time crunch where it's like, oh crap, I need to have this done like yesterday. But other than that, I'm not really on a time crunch. Well, like, this I need done by like tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to get as much done as possible between today and tomorrow morning to have this ready by tomorrow afternoon / evening so I can actually post it for people to care. Like, hey guys, look what I made. I'm back. My cousin called me. She got a new kitty. Ooh, Maddie, can you ask her for pictures so I can see kitty? I love cats. What do you call it? Oh, I gotta send you the gummy worm things. I forgot to do that, so I was like looking at my gummy worm art earlier, Maddie, and I just did not. I was like, crap, I was supposed to send these to you. So I'll get that sent to you probably soon. Oh, I know. I have friends from America, and I know how unfamiliar they can be about anything that doesn't have anything to do with the USA. Yep. I can confirm because I live here. I do my best to try to learn things from you guys because there's one guy, he hasn't been here in a while because he's been focusing on exams, but I've had people here from Singapore, Indonesia, India, like you name it, and it's like, you know, you from Nepal. So we've got, you know, good, well-round people. And there's a couple people from Brazil we've had hop on, but mostly it's people in Canada and America. But I'm always down to learn about people and, you know, their cultures and what stuff is like for them. Maddie, send me pictures. Have you been to Colorado? Yes. I actually went to Denver back in 2023 for a thing called Meow Wolf, which is this art immersive thing there, which is really cool. So if you haven't gotten a chance to check it out, Would highly recommend it. They opened one up in Dallas, one in Houston. What is it? One in Dallas, one in Houston, Texas, one in Denver, Colorado, one in New Mexico somewhere, and shoot, there's another one. Is that all of them? I've been to all of them, so my brain's blanking, but I know they're going to be opening one up in Los Angeles, and then also one in New York. So whenever those open, I will be there and visiting both, because I have been to every Meow Wolf and I'm not stopping now. To be fair to Americans, it's huge and very much different state to state. This is also true. This is also true. Yeah. I will say, though, that people have explained or have compared America to being like 50 individual countries that are under a big country, because each one is so different from each other. Because people have said, like, oh, you guys don't travel to other countries for vacation. Well, it's kind of hard for us to go to other vacation spots when they're 20 million hours away. But to be fair, we have a lot of states that are very different. So that's why we all stay here for vacation. I sent them and bread. I got you. Could you breathe in Denver? I felt like I was dying when I visited. I did not have any problems. To be fair, I wasn't really paying attention when I went. I was there for the Meow Wolf. But it is indeed good. Maddie said, Megan, I DM'd you pics. I will take a look at it in 1 second. I'm excited to see cat pictures. I love cat pictures. Tell your cousin I said hi. You know, I'm just gonna keep telling all of you guys that. Next time you guys tell me, oh, my cousin this, or hey, blah, blah, blah. Tell them I said hi. They're gonna be very confused, but that's fine. Whoop. Okay. Let's go look at some cat pictures. Did you send me cat pictures? Oh, I did get them. Oh my goodness. Cat. 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 Okay. My cousin hasn't picked her name yet. She should just name the cat Cat. What do you think of Oga from Dr. Stone? I don't know who that character is. Hold up. Oga. Oh, he was a weird character. I don't know if I liked him. I didn't like him at the start of him. I forgot that he existed. I didn't particularly like him. Oh, Adhar, I'm sorry. I missed a message from you. I was kind of surprised. I attended NYU in New York for a semester, and even college students were clueless when where Nepal was. That hurt. Well, I know where it's located for the most part. I just don't know. Like I just didn't know like what they called you guys, your people. But yes, I am very exposed from you guys learning about stuff. At heart, oh, global exposure for Megan. I mean, honestly, I think that's been like a benefit to my streams, is that, you know, I've been, as you said, I've been getting global exposure from everybody that comes on. There was actually one person that they have quite a following on TikTok and on Instagram for their art, but they like came on one stream and then they're like, a month later, they're like, oh, sorry, I haven't been on a stream. Something about that they were nuked by Russia or something. And then they continued to like hang out during the stream. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, they're just acting all nonchalant about just them losing power for a month. I'm like, are you okay? So yeah, no, I just thought it was funny about like how nonchalant they were about the whole thing. I went to Texas a lot. Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Abilene. I I have not been to Abilene, but I've been to all those other cities. Megan, explain the bread. Okay, so this was a joke from somebody that you guys will see on here as Amanda on Discord, but also goes by Holly Cruz on YouTube, but she goes by shoot, what do you call it? Goes by Summer. So give me a second. She was the one that started it, and I thought it was funny. Okay, so the thing is so it's like one of those copy paste things. Again, you guys don't have to do it, but whenever you guys DM me on Discord bread, it's I was told to copy and paste this, which it says, now you have been infected, now go change your status to DM me the word bread. The infection shall spread silently. The only rule is to not spoil the game for others by telling them what saying bread does. You must keep the status for a month. Welcome to the new epidemic. We shall rule the world. When someone sends you bread, copy and paste this to them. So, I'm not making anybody do this. I just, you know, if they happen to do it, I'm just like, oh, it's a fun little thing, but you don't have to do it. You know, I have fun with it, though. That sounds as bad as my confession story. Wait, what? Wait, which one? I'm so sorry, Edhar. Sorry, I haven't... Oh, wait. Like, fanfic authors. Sorry, I haven't updated in like 2 weeks. Got hit by a bus. I mean, yeah. Oh, you're talking about the thing, Edhar. Sorry. I was like... I understand. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, wait, what? But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Like, yeah, sorry. I got nuked by Russia. I was like, I'm sorry. You good? I have a family in Utah. I went to Utah a few times. I was in Salt Lake City and Twin Peaks Mountain. Nice. Nice. But yeah. We actually have a job at, we have a joke at my job that if you've just been like death, the joke is that you were hit by a bus or something like that. It's like really stupid, but I think it's funny. Like, oh yeah, so-and-so got hit by a bus. Like, not really, but it was kind of funny. The farthest country I went to was Switzerland. I went there for 10 days for a crochet event and a holiday trip when I was 16, solo trip. That's crazy. But Har, we have somebody that's been to Switzerland. They can pass along the message next time they go. Or your secret lover. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. During my trip, I stayed in Zurich for 3 days for a crochet event. Then I went to... I can't pronounce that, but it starts with the letter L and it's in, I'm assuming, Switzerland for 4 days. Also, I took a one-day tour. I took a one-day tour to Mount Titlis in the mountains, and I spent 2 days exploring Bern. Oh, that sounds really fun. Megan, you eat Nutella bread. I have had bread with Nutella before. That's about it. On soft bread and on toast. Richard, I have people over on YouTube saying hello. Someday I will be able to get you guys to be able to talk on chat with each other soon, since they now allow it again where you guys are able to talk to each other. What I mean by that is I'm able to show chat of Twitch and YouTube now again. They like took that away and then they brought it back, so that's why I haven't had that at all since I started streaming last year. But soon you guys will be able to see what you guys are chatting with each other about. And I'm excited to try to do a singular TikTok stream. It'll be a TikTok stream in in addition to my regular stream at the same time. Something I've never done before, but I'm kind of scared to do it, but first time for everything. How are you on Twitch? Magic. Magic. It's a plugin that I have with OBS, which is what I'm using to stream to you guys right now on. So that plugin connects to my OBS, and then you just have to sign into your various accounts, which allows you to be able to stream out. So unfortunately the program is very janky, so but I do have a planned video for that coming soon for yeah to help anybody that's interested in trying to multi-stream. You just need to make sure you can have a computer that can keep up with it, and internet, which apparently my internet was dying. Like, it wasn't working for me to really stream, because for some reason recently my internet just kept dropping and it was so bad for streaming. But now I am physically plugged in. I have a 50-foot internet cable that I use to stream. It's a bit ridiculous, but you do what you gotta do. Like, we just got like rough estimates to see how far this is. Like how far my streaming setups are. Which my dream someday is to be able to have like a multi-stream setup. And just, you know. Just, what do you call it? Just, you know, so it's easy for me to plug in and go. But since I do share the setup, for now, this is just how it's gonna be. Maybe someday, when I become more of a professional. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be a professional at this. Okay, so that was 1, 2, okay, 3, 4. What did you say, Richard? And I have been to New Mexico a lot, and I have been to Oklahoma once. I went to California, San Francisco for a school trip once. Oh, okay. I've been to California before. Venice Beach is like my favorite place to be, minus the fact that there's probably a bunch of drug people or people that do drugs over in Venice Beach, over in California. But it's like, first of all, it's nostalgic for me, but second of all, I love Venice Beach. There's so many cool things that they do over there. Which, Sam, I don't know if you've been to Venice Beach, but if you have not, I would recommend at least checking it out once in your life. You eat mochi pancakes? No, but they sound delicious. I've never even heard of it. So you're gonna ask me if Kochi eats pancakes? I'm like, rainbow ones, probably. Honestly, the stomach's coming out a lot better than my other stomach. Which is crazy. Whoop. To be fair, Sam, if you do end up going to Venice Beach, I would take your parents with you because it's not safe to be there. There's yeah. I've seen my fair share of really adult things there, but there's still, like, I've been going there since I was like 11 or 12. But I still think it's fun, you know. But to be fair, I did have my parents there. And I went to Florida Disney World only, and I was layover in Miami Airport. That's really cool. I love Miami. I actually have family that's out in Miami too. So, which I love to visit out there when I can. Oop. There we go, there we go. Everywhere a taco goes. And I believe that is actually my last stitch. And I'm kind of sad. I was enjoying this. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm surprised. Well, if anybody's trying to make multiple stomachs, this is actually the same white yarn from Pierre. I actually have... Surprisingly, I was able to make 2, so I'm glad that I was able to at least use the white yarn for something. Because when they give you, like, just little bits, it's like, well... There goes that. Okay, so into the unknown you go. I haven't been to Venice Beach, Megan. Well, I hope someday you get to check it out, because it's really cool. Just, again, please take your parents. Even now, I probably wouldn't go by myself. I'd probably at least take somebody with me. You know, just to see and hang out. Okay, so... I don't know the next time I'll be in California, but speaking of Florida, I'll probably be going there soon. Megan, road trip to a beach. I could technically road trip to the Gulf of Mexico, which is still technically in Texas. That's about a few hours from me. So I theoretically could do that. But if you're talking about like on either of the coast, no. I would probably just jump on a plane before I actually road trip to somewhere like that. But speaking of which, I will probably be in Miami in May. I call dibs on driving. No. I call dibs on driving because I'm awesome. I am not gonna lie, I don't really like beaches. I don't like sand that gets everywhere. Other than that, like, I don't mind the beach. I just hate sand. I just hate that it gets everywhere. So yeah, definitely a big pet peeve of mine is that. I'm going to try to knot this. I don't know how well this is actually going to go. Oh, you know what? Actually, not half bad. That's a first. That never happens. Nope. And a yeet you go. What's going to eventually happen is this will get put here. Or here. For the belly. Kind of like him. This will be, I don't know, I'll figure out how I'm going to assemble homie here. But, okay, let me see what's next. So I can either do his beak or I can do his arms. Let's go do his beak. I'm a good driver too. Well, I can tell you this, probably better than I am. Ooh, I do have some yellow. I love this yellow. I like how not harsh it is. You know? Okay, so let me see. I need to pull up the instructions for this. Oop. Okay, so we did the belly. Okay, next up is the beak. I'm supposed to do a magical loop, magic ring. I don't know why I have this. I love this yarn. For anyone that's really trying to get into crochet, highly recommend at least trying to pick up similar yarn to this. However, not all yarn that is made by different brands that's similar to the Easy Peasy yarn is made equal. I will tell you that. So, I have no tickets, no accidents in my life. Yeah, but you're still young. Give it time. The amount of people I've met that that have tickets now. I don't have any tickets under me, thank God. I have been in a couple of accidents, but they have not been my fault. One person like sideswiped me and another person hit me from behind because, oh, I didn't see your car. At the time I had a very small car. Like, what do you mean? What does that mean? But you know what? That's definitely good, you know, starting now, not having a... Like, it's a good start to not have a bad driving record. I know kids your age that... Yeah! They'll already have, like, more tickets than the average person has by the time they're, like, 50. My brother and my brother's friends, not my brother, they were notorious for just getting tickets and being in trouble with the law. Now, to be fair, they were boys, and they say statistically that men are more reckless driving, especially in their teenage years, which is why insurance rates are actually higher for men under the age of 25. Supposedly, I don't know how true this is, considering I'm not a guy. So, cannot attest to if this is true or not. Oop. Okay. So the next, oh, that's it? Well, yikes. This is only like a 2-row thing. That's funny. And I went to Springfield, visit the Simpson City. Oh, is that in Illinois? I don't know how true that is. That's so I've heard. I think I'll have enough yarn for this. I cannot believe this is actually 2 rounds. To be fair, I did make this a week ago, so it is possible that I completely forgot about how many rows are in this. Megan, I have free dress all week. No uniforms this week. Let's go! What I hear music from beginning of stream. I don't know. I don't even know what song's playing. It is possible. Well, that's cool. Was it cool out there? Did they have any Simpsons stuff out there, Richard? Does anybody have spring break this week? It's funny that some parts of the area I'm in, they have spring break this week, but they also have it like next week too. So, I gotta hear this. Hold up. Not that I don't believe you guys, but... It is! That is my hold music. I didn't know that. That's funny. Okay, we're gonna skip it. I didn't know it's the name of the song. We'll turn it up a little bit. I went to Montana near Canada border once. I went to New York City and New Jersey about 4 times. Nice. I've actually been to New York and New Jersey yet. My parents are actually from New Jersey. Fun fact for anybody that didn't know that. Next week I have spring break. Huh. Yeah, so in my area, sorry, I don't know if I made that point, that this week some places have spring break and last week other places had spring break. So it's interesting to see that you have it next week. But hey, that's cool. Does your gym thing happen next week too? Since you guys have spring break? Okay, I'm going to try a thing. I'm not sure how successful I'm gonna be.
Anyways, hello. How's everybody? Hello, Glacier.
Oh, Maddie, how's that blanket that you were working on? I know that you were...
I have so many things I have to...
You know, working on a blanket.
Test and whatnot. Also, I should have... No
I hear your voice. Hello, it is my voice.
So...
In the background?
Yeah, at least for now, unless the internet literally goes...
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold up.
...into my internet, so hopefully that'll reduce any issues that I have.
Oopsie. Okay, that should be fixed now. I gotta love the internet. Guess that was 2. Hopefully it stopped. Forgot what I asked you. So, you know, that's a thing. I'm gonna go work on it in a bit. Oh, your blanket. I'm so sorry. Yes, your blanket. Yes, be sure to post progress pictures. I want to see your blanket. Does it look good? I like the color, too, that you picked. It actually reminds me of this yellow that I'm currently making the beak from. I need the Woobles to notice me so I can become like a famous Wooble content creator. They won't notice me, but it'd be nice. That blanket I'm working on. Sorry, yeah, no, stopped, I think. Well, I certainly hope so, because I stopped it. Okay. I guess that's my beak. I'm gonna go snip this. I may actually have enough to make more beaks as needed. Probably 1 or 2 more. Maybe 1 more. Okay. And then I'm just going to take the end of my hook here. I'm just going to try to push this out a little bit. Then I am going to... Oops. I'm gonna knot this, but apparently that's not happening. What happens if I just... Yeah, I think I did this last week, was when I turned it inside out. Yeah, I think that looks better. It looks like that's what they did. My blanket is heavy. Well, that's what's gonna happen when you're using thicker yarn. Okay, so I hope you guys can see the vision based on this. I went to Caribbean country, but I went was US territory. Oh. Do anything cool? Okay, this is the vision, right? Tummy, this, and then the wings once I finish that. I went to Puerto Rico, the US Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, St. Croix for a cruise 7 days. Yo, that sounds really nice, if I'm gonna be honest. I thought I was done with the green. I lied. I'm actually going to put all my pieces in here. Then my stitch marker, or my stitch, whatever you want to call this. See you later, Maddie! Okay, and then I got my penguin nose right there, and we got his body, his wooble body. I just have like random things of yarn. Gonna try to clean this up while I'm at it. Just gonna go into my yarn box, cause why not? Okay. Whoop. Okay, so we're gonna do another magic ring. I've learned how to do the magic rings without actually needing to use the hook. I'm so glad for it, because it's made my life so much easier than trying to do stuff with the hook. So, okay, so what do they want from me? The wings. Okay. Don't stuff flat in the wings. Blah, 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 blah. Is Jujutsu Kaisen on your anime watch list? Yes. Yes, it is. There's so many anime I want to watch. It's just I only have the time and capacity to watch one at a time. I also considered briefly watching One Piece, where I could theoretically watch like 1 or 2 episodes a day, and I could be done in about 3 years, at least be caught up with the show. So I might do that, because I have like time to like watch a 22-minute episode. You know, I think I said that, yeah, I think if I watch an episode a day, that I can get done in about a little over 3 years, which is honestly not bad. Not bad. So, like, that just seemed achievable, you know, looking at the math like that. And I think you can cut that down in half if you watch 2 a day. Which, again, that's like maybe 44 minutes. Again, still not bad. Okay, so that's 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 4. Okay, awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But it's just my thing with One Piece is that I watched, when I was a young lad and Cartoon Network still existed, they had a thing at night called Adult Swim. And so what would happen with me, and I still do it now, is that I will wake up in the middle of the night and I'll just put something on and go back to sleep. You know, I'll watch like an episode of something and then go back to sleep. And sometimes I would wake up in the middle of the night where they would have One Piece on, and that show used to scare me. And so that's why I just like refused to watch it into my adulthood, as stupid as that sounds. But, you know, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll give it a shot. You know, I hear that the live action is pretty good. You know, maybe I'll give that a chance or something. One Piece is great at first, but the quality falls, especially the animation itself. Honestly, tragic. Well, to be fair, there are over 1,000 episodes that they're trying to pump out. I also don't know how much filler's in the show. So that could be another thing to its quality, that they're just trying to get episodes out just for the sake of, let's make content. But sometimes, you know, I think people would rather you go on hiatus than just giving us filler crap. In Puerto Rico, I visited El Morro Fortress and explored the colorful streets of Old San Juan. Ooh. I enjoyed trying traditional Puerto Rican food like arroz con gandules and fresh seafood. I relaxed with some refreshing rum cocktails. Nice. That does sound very nice. I love arroz con gandules. My mom will make that. It's like yellow rice with the little, like, with the beans. They're so good. Okay, so round 3. There's no way this is only like 3. Maybe it is. I don't know. Okay, next one I'm going to be doing increases in every single stitch. Oh yes, welcome back, Maddie. I'm catching up on One Piece LA Season 2, Episode 6. Ew. Yeah, I got so much I gotta catch up on. I need you to catch up on My Hero Academia, please. I need everyone just to finish the freaking show. Also, Bodine. I don't know if I'm saying your name wrong. Is it Bodine? Bodine? What can I call you? Can I just call you by your... Can you give me like an alias that I can call you? That's just not... that. I struggle to say it, apparently. But how's Fairy Tail? I know that you and your husband were watching that. I'm about to start just giving you guys code names. Mr. and Mrs. Avocado. I'm kidding. I think One Piece episodes are currently goes on weekly, not filler. At this point, I don't even know. Like, Naruto, the OG, and even Mr. Shippuden are notorious for the filler. I already finished My Hero Academia. Oh, I didn't know you finished it. Pardon me. Thinking of other people then. Well, the end made me cry. I just passed out. Actually, I'm okay. 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 Just be careful, please. Just call me Beth. Fairy Tail rocks. Yes, I freaking love Fairy Tail. I'm trying to get Beth and her husband to dress up from Fairy Tail for a con that might be up their way for funsies. So, it's okay, I won't tell your husband. I won't tell him that you butchered the name of Fairy Tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Honestly, Beth and her husband were actually the first people in my adulthood that I actually met that actually watched Fairy Tail. Most people I know actually haven't even seen it. They're like, oh, well, I tried it and I didn't like it. But I love that show. I would love to cosplay somebody from there. I've always thought about, I mean, I know that she's a young child, but I've always loved Wendy, so she's on definitely my cosplay list someday. I don't really know. There's so many characters that I love. Mira Jane would be so much fun to cosplay. I would probably do her too. First I'm hearing about it, I would totally dress up. Your husband says as much as they love Gray that they probably couldn't pull it off. Or he couldn't pull it off. I'm like, just do it. Who cares? Okay. We'll get it set up so we can all dress up. They love me some Fairy Tail. I don't know who I would do though. I need to catch up on My Hero Academia. Target? You mean Vigilantes? Question mark. Am I losing it? Hold up. Movies only. Oh, I haven't even seen that far. In St. Thomas, I relaxed at the Megan's Bay Beach. I took a cable car to Paradise Point to enjoy the beautiful views of the island. I also went snorkeling and island hopping in the clear water, clear Caribbean water. Later, I went shopping for jewelry and perfumes tax-free. Nice. I'd enjoy Juvia. Yes, can you guys do that? You go as Gray, or sorry, you go as Juvia and he goes as Gray. Megan, I found your second channel, Megan. Which one? I don't hide them. I don't hide them. Like, if you guys happen to find them, I'm like, yes. You guys don't know how many channels I have at this point. It is quite sad. But which one did you find? Was it my art channel, my game channel, my vlog channel, my shorts channel? That 5 channels. My game channel's probably gonna get dissolved and combined in with my game channel. Because to be fair, anything that I'm doing regarding making video games will be considered art. Therefore, probably just stick on that game. Or on that channel, the art channel, so. Just throwing that out there. And in the US Virgin Islands, I went snorkeling among the coral reefs near the Pierre. I visited Fort Frederick to learn about the island's history, explored local rum distilleries, and went on a relaxing beach day at Rainbow Beach. Ooh. Yes, Meow Made Art is my other channel. I'm planning on doing art stuff over there. I am keeping my art streams over here just for simplicity's sake. It's just kind of hard to funnel people over there when you guys are already used to being over here. But, you know, anything that I do art-wise will be over there. 5 channels must take so much time. I kind of view the other channels as like my secondary channels that I always put my heart and soul into this one. But it's like as I have content for the other ones, I'll post. So what I'm doing right now, because it's so I have my game channel. The game that was for when I was going to be making video games, and I am actively doing that, which I showed off part of our prototype for a snake game involving Kochi, which I was gonna send to you and then I forgot to do it. But it's not entirely done yet, but this is our prototype. So essentially what this was that the whole point of the channel was for me to like share my journey as I'm working on like making video games with my boyfriend and blah blah blah. But like I'm just going to be doing game art, which makes sense to consolidate that with the art channel and stuff like that. But and then you got my vlog channel that I just post vlogs on there, which will probably get rebranded to just be Meow Made Megan, just because that's just, I want it to be more about me, not so much my vlogs. That one's been taking a bit of a hiatus temporarily. Not really temporary, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just the thing. And then I got my shorts channel, which is just where I'm taking shorts of my streams and making that into shorts. Because I want to post them. You know, I want people to recognize that I do streams. I just don't want to post it on my channel because it's not really relevant. Like it is, but it's not. What about short films after your camp days to find it in your vlog channel? Oh, that one. Yeah, I gotta find those films. For anyone that didn't know, I was actually in some student films back when I was in college. I still gotta ask my friend about those. I have not spoken to him about it. It's also been a while since I've even spoken with him. But a friend of mine in college, he was a film major, and they needed people to partake in films, and he's like, can you join? I was like, I got you. Keep in mind, I'm not really a good actor. That's why if anything comes out of YouTube for me in the long term, I don't want acting gigs. I'm sorry. Acting is not my thing. Because I'm awful. I feel like acting's just one of those that comes with practice too. You know, maybe if I got like opportunities to like practice, maybe? Like, I don't know. But I don't know, I'm still figuring out myself for the long term. Like where I want to do stuff, you know, because I have a passion for arts and crafts, but when I want to do for art, it doesn't make sense to keep it on this channel like my speed paint rants. It's just, I don't know. it's just like a different category of stuff that I like. So it's just like that's gonna just get moved over there. You know, I have my vlog channel, which I vlog. I like to keep that separate. I think I'm gonna do another round because this is killing me. But anyways, I have so many vlogs I have to sit down and edit. I again have not had time to do because editing takes a while, if nobody knew. I have so many cons I went to last year, but just haven't had time to sit down and edit for the life of me. At least my editing takes a while. I don't know about other people's. But now, Beth, your videos I personally enjoy. That's as far as I'm gonna say. Not that you posted on that channel, but I do enjoy your videos. Even though I don't understand, writer stuff or just things in general. I just still very fun to listen to. And I can enjoy at least hearing you talk and putting you in the background as I do stuff, or just even watching. I do enjoy that as well. Whoop. Yeah, I think I feel better about giving him an additional arm or adding an additional thing. So I will do my best to try to help you in the long term with your stuff. We make different types of stuff. I did like some of your ideas for a potential like spin-off channel that you're talking about a while back. About your food journey. Or food eating journey. You know what I mean. I think it'd be interesting to learn about. Because I don't know how much awareness there is out there for stuff, Sorry, I'm being vague. That is for not myself to tell. And then I think I got one more thingy-mabobber. And huzzah! Look! Beautiful. Look at... Okay. So then the plan is to add his little wings here. Yeah, I think adding that additional thing really did help. Here he just looks like that's an airplane and takeoff. Okay, so we got one more arm. We're gonna cry. I'm still debating on that one. It would be a big time commitment because I'd have to do more research. I mean, you can keep it as like a secondary thing, kind of like how I have at my vlog and my other channels. It's just as you have stuff, you post there. And then, you can share it on your main channel and whatnot. My worst fear would be releasing an inaccurate video. I mean, it can just kind of be talking about like even your own stuff. Like how you avoid doing certain things and like what you do and and then you can be like, oh, I went to this one place today and I had food issues, just kind of it being like a rant video and just kind of saying that, I don't know, you can have a video talking about how you think that there should be more food awareness about cross-contamination, and you might be able to bring some facts to the table, but doesn't have to be the whole video. So I mean, there's potential what you could do about it being more about your own personal experience, because your own experience isn't inaccurate. Your own, for your own, like how you feel, I mean, it could be interesting. I have Whip Vampire OC named Ernest, have split personality between his vampire and human state with werewolf vampire hybrid dude. Ew. You should give Ernest a partner. Have you got married? No. I've actually been with my boyfriend for about 10 years now. This Saturday will be 10 years. What are we doing to celebrate? We are going to a dirt track where my boyfriend's dad is racing for the first time in a long time. So don't worry, we will be doing stuff at some point for our anniversary. Just happened that this weekend's just not a good day. Oops. This is kind of like a big deal. Like, our 10-year anniversary, like, we'll have many other anniversaries, but that one just seemed like a big deal for us to go to. Nova's first race. All of my safe restaurants have been poisoning me lately. Could definitely talk about it. I would. I think it's just more about bringing awareness is, you know, you could use that as your branding. And then just kind of like, you know, like those meatballs I had one time. You know, you could talk about, you know, how you modify food to be where, to like what you do as an alternative for certain foods and whatever. You know, again, it's not inaccurate, it's just how you personally do it. Ernest is a guy, Megan. What is a derp trap? No, what I meant, Sam, was you should give him, I don't know if he's, like, what, if he's gay, straight, or whatever, but I'm like, oh, you should give him a partner. For funsies. Okay, let's make our second arm. But I mean, there's value that you can bring, because there's plenty of people that are looking for alternatives for, like, you know, how do I make this? You know, but gluten-free or vegan or this or that. So, I mean, there are opportunities for that. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a constant stream of, you know, you have to put stuff out there because it's like, I don't know. I mean, I would do it just for fun. See, for me personally, I'm interested in learning that kind of stuff because it's just something I don't experience every day personally. But you know, I don't know. It would be good for, like, you might think about, like, whoa, what's your target audience? And it could be, like, parents who are looking for gluten-free alternatives, or people that, you know, have, you know, gluten stuff or whatever. So, I'm so old. I hear partner and I think, my first thought is in crime. I mean, close enough. Close enough. I should have said a significant other. My brain just went with a partner. You're not that old. Old is like you're 70. You're far from it. Far from 70. I'm almost as close to 70 as you are, sorta. Well, not to lie. I'm 112. I will reiterate that for a million times. My new go-to age. My father passed away when I was sick. When I was 6. I'm so sorry, Richard. Like, that's even worse. Like, oh yeah, I was sick and my dad passed away. I'm like, yikes. And my mom is currently alive. Wait, my mom is still alive. Currently take a nap. Oh. Sure, my mom is too. Or she might be working. Who knows? She works the night shift. I just don't know, you know. I have dialed a rotary with a... I've dialed a rotary with a pencil. And rewound my cassette that way. Old. Okay, well, in my book, you're not old. Dude, okay, so as everybody knows, I work in IT, and one of our managers today came up to me and was like, I have this, like, 11-year-old laptop. Keep in mind, when that laptop was, like, acquired, it was in, like, 2015 when I was, like, in the middle of my freshman year of high school. And he was like, yeah, so can we use this? Can you put Windows 11 on this, and can we use it? I want to use this as my replacement for my 7-year-old computer. And I was like, I'm sorry? What did you just say? I was like, your computer can't even run. This old piece of crap can't even run. Barely runs Windows 10. What do you mean? It was really funny. So we pretty much told him no, but I had fun telling other coworkers about the laptop. Made me giggle. I was like, I don't think I've seen anything this old since my old laptop that I used to make videos on. A long time ago. I currently live with my wife and my mother. You should tell your wife and your mother I said hello. Do they also like your crochet stuff? I assume that they would. My boyfriend likes my crochet stuff, so I would assume that they would both like it. Okay, so I've done round 2, and I'm gonna do 2 more rounds of thingamabobber. Hold up. I was gonna say, not me trying to figure out how to make my, my wing. Why did I knot this? Help. Oh no. Here we go. I'm kind of glad to at least be making the pieces now, because I don't know, it's just a bit of a struggle. How about Mermaid Paws OC Challenge 2 months? That would be awesome. If you can find one for me and remind me when that gets closer, that would be great. Speaking of which, I think Glacier was saying that she's getting ready for Mermaid now. I was like, they haven't even released what the challenge stuff's gonna be. So I am trying to find an art challenge for April, which I think I might do that food one that I believe that you shared at one point, Sam. So I want to at least try that for funsies. My issue is that I don't have time. Oh, mermaid is coming. No wonder why I keep getting mermaid plot bunnies lately. What is a plot bunny? And yes, it is coming up. I'm excited. I did participate for like 10 days last year and then just didn't finish. But it's called I Need to Plan Ahead of Time. I was like wondering how everybody was, like how a lot of people are posting every day. Like, I ain't got time to do the drawing that day and then post it like super early. And then I just didn't realize that they were just doing their stuff ahead of time. Especially people that were doing like the animations and crocheted stuff and other things. And like, bestie, I ain't got time for that. But yes, Mermaid is coming up. And then in June, we gotta prepare for Art Fight. Woo. Okay. Oh, I just realized for Art Fight, I could technically probably do a crocheted thing. That might be fun. Maybe we'll do that. That might be a fun thing to like try to incorporate. Maybe if there's like a basic shape. Maybe I'll make snakes and be like, hey, I made this of your character. Love me. A plot bunny is a story idea that wants to distract you from your main writing project called Plot Bunnies, and they do have a tendency, they do have unfortunate tendencies to multiply. So does that mean that like somebody posted a story idea for you to do? Or an idea that you liked that you want to write about that is distracting you from your writing stuff? Posted Stream Ideas channel. Thank you, Sam. Just remind me in May. I like these Paws OC challenges. They are quite fun. Okay. Almost done. And a boop. This is my last one. Nice. Snip. Mermaid Paws OC challenge. Awesome. I don't remember if I turned this one inside out. Does anybody remember? No, I just keep having distracting ideas. No! I think I did the turn this one inside out. What is a Paws OC? So the general idea is that okay, so OC stands for original character. I'm sure you know that. And let me just try to pull up an example. So I did this on stream a little bit ago, but let me go to TikTok. Paws OC challenge. So right here, so it's gonna say, oops. So this is pause OC, and so they're gonna give you different traits that you have to, whatever combination you get is the OC you make. So in this case, I paused and I got the hard eyes. So in my character, I would give them the hard eyes. Nope. Next up, this is the mouth I'm giving them. It's a gap tooth. Next up, we're giving them these constellation freckles. Next up, you're giving them these ears. You're giving them these antennas. You're giving them this hair. And pretty much once you kind of... So pretty much you'll take screenshots of everything. This is going to be the outfit. But yeah, so you take screenshots of everything and then you combine it together to make a character. And so like here's an example of what somebody made for their OC. That they drew that. Somebody combined them all together here. So they're like, oh, this is what my OC is going to be. But I've done a couple of them. They've been interesting. But it would be interesting to see a writing version of that where you need to like make a character. And you could actually technically probably use that to make a character too if you want to like make a story or something and you're like, I need character ideas. So then you pull that up and it's like, okay, well, this is what my character is going to look like. So it is very cool. I've seen them. I just didn't start doing them until I think last year when I did my first challenge. I'll send you a couple of the ones that I did do when I get an opportunity. Oh, I do need to tie this closed. Would have been nice if I did that before. Hee hee. You know what? I can't turn you inside out. Also, I think I'm just gonna start drawing people and just start doing it. I'm gonna start like using like these different posing things just to help me get like the poses down. Cause I really want to start drawing people. I'm just held back at my limitations of being able to draw stuff. So, do you draw art, Beth? She does not, at least to my knowledge, but she does crochet. Ooh, that would be fun. Do a pause challenge, but crochet. Can somebody put that in the Discord for me? Lol. Oh, and I do want to snip you. Snip. Okay, so then I'm just going to single or do some kind of crochet thing across. I don't really know what kind of stitching I'm supposed to be doing across. Maybe they called for a single crochet, but you know. I draw in my bullet journal, so kinda. Ew, you should do bullet journal vlogs or whatever. That might be fun to like watch you do your bullet journal. You'd have to have like a top-down view or maybe like from the side, kind of like how I have my camera here. I do have a top-down view, but I don't use that unless it's for my whenever I'm filming my craft videos. I do want to try to do that at some point where I have my top-down view, but I think this works just fine for my streams. I don't really have many issues because you guys see what I'm working on. So okay, here's my munchkin kitten. Yeet, yeet, yeet. And throw you in here because why not? Okay, so this is what he looks like. This is what he's going to look like by tomorrow because it's kind of too late for me to not finish him at this point. But he's gonna have these two wings on the side. Hope you guys are seeing the vision here. Gonna have the belly. Okay, I'm failing. And then with the nose. So, it's just falling apart. But that is going to... That is going to conclude that portion for today. I will have the rest, well, I have to have it done by tomorrow for St. Patty's Day, but I tried to film myself once, but all I could see were my arms and hands as I draw. I hide my page too much. There's got to be a way for you to do it, because I've done top-down views of it. So if you're like right-handed, right, if this is your page right here, you know, maybe do it at an angle where you're not really showing. I don't know, there's got to be something you can do, but I don't know, we'll talk about this another day. But anyways, thank you to everyone who hopped on for my Wooble stream. Stay tuned for my finished Wooble tomorrow. I am going to make him a little hat, maybe a little 4-leaf clover if I have time. And yeah, also be on the lookout for the art piece that I did of Pierre. Until next time.